potato 328 potato 328 potato 328 potato.
There's no fate, take control, brain power, let the faith
Sweet beans, it's Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday stream. Let's go. Oh, welcome in, everyone. I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic. I legit, honestly, chat. At first, I was doing it for the bit, and then I actually was like, wait, today. Wait, what today? Am I lost? Where am I? Who are you? How did you get this number? Never call here again. I legitimately tripped myself up. How's it going, everyone? I hope everyone's having a great one. Shout out to you, OSR. You got first, mate. You'll get beacon color choice as well as book entries. And also, thank you. You subbed before stream started. Thank you for your subs. We got a couple subs today already. The stream's barely even started. We've already got 2 subs in. Thank you for your 20 months, OSR. And thank you for 33 months, Lab. My jeez, some big numbers today. Thank you, guys, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, for your unyielding support. You guys are amazing. You're fantastic. I know there's an oversaturation of streamers on Twitch, and you guys choose to use your one and only Prime on me. You guys are fantastic. But with that said, a lot of things to talk about. We beat the boss last time. All right, look, chat, I know it took me literally the entire stream, and the stream lasted 6 hours, but we beat that son of a bitch, all right? We also watched Superman. We watched the new Superman movie this past Friday, right? It was Friday. Yeah, it was after work. We did a little bit of Beat Sabering. We watched Superman. I'll give you guys my opinion on it. Don't worry, I won't give any spoilers or anything. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. And then some other bad news. Beat Saber streams are kind of down for a couple days. It might be a really short stream on Wednesday. I'm going to try to do a Wednesday one to test to see what I'm going to basically do. So for anyone that doesn't know, that hasn't been there for the last... Welcome in, Sacrifice. I'll say hi to everyone in a second, too. But for anyone that hasn't been there for the last few strams, we've been having this weird lag with the VR headset where it's like just drops frames, and it's nauseating. It's like your eyeballs lagging. It's like King Crimsoning all over the place, and it's unplayable. It's basically a guaranteed fail on whatever song you're playing. And last, what was it, Monday? Yesterday? Or was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday. I actually started getting mad, like legitimately. For anyone that was there that heard me, I was legitimately getting frustrated because I was also exhausted and just doing bad, just in general, just me sucking at Beat Saber. But like beyond that, whenever I was finally vibing and having a good time, it would just be like lag, song failed. Just screw you in particular. It was so painful. So I tried, Duck. There is no update. I think I'm as updated as I could be. So I'm going to try. I think I have two suspecting things. One of them, I hope it's not, because I don't think I could fix that. The one thing might be that literally streaming to Discord, like encoding it while doing VR, is too much. Maybe at 1080p. Maybe if I lower it back to like the 720p, which gives it garbage quality, but it might fix it. I'm hoping it's not that. And 2 is I'm going to try updating to the newest version of Beat Saber with no mods, with exception of the custom song list, which shouldn't negatively affect anything. If it 100% works perfectly fine with it like that, then I'm going to just start adding mods one at a time back in to see where it starts lagging and if it starts lagging again. And that's it. That's going to be my solution there, chat. So Wednesday might be a really short stream if it starts lagging without mods, because at that point in time, I don't know what to do. Today is Monday. Damn it. All right, guys. Well, it was a nice stream. It was nice seeing everyone. Everyone have a great one. We're going to do what you're going to, just go to the closing screen. Actually, I have a button for that. Where's my ending screen? I'm ruining the joke by saying it, but I'm legitimately looking for my end screen. All right, there we go. We'll do this one instead. That's fair. I got hit with a Magnemite off screen. All right, let me say hi to everyone real quick. Obviously, welcome on in, OSR. Congratulations on the first. Welcome in, Oob. I was laughing between Stram with the box that I got put in. Let's see. Welcome on in, Hammer. Hope you're having a fantastic one. Doug, how you doing today? Hope you're having a good one as well. Lab, how's it going for you? Did I miss anyone? Jordan, welcome on in, mate. How's it going, mate? Sacrifice, hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. My gats, welcome in. I think I said hi to everyone that said something in chat. If I missed your name, baseball bats are involved. Not bad, great to hear. Your favorite part of Superman was Mr. Mixelplick turned Lois into a coffee maker. Hey, Lois. Peter, I'm holding iced teas. Hey, Peter. I just don't know why. But no, obviously we're not going to spoil anything. Okay, so I will say this right out the gate. I was a little upset with the movie, like literally first few seconds of the movie. It's kind of like the same thing with the Minecraft movie where it's like exposition. But they kind of turn a joke into it, so it's not that bad. And it does more or less tell you like, hey, we're not doing another origin story. We're going to jump right into the fun part. And they more or less jump right into the meat and potatoes of it. And honestly, overall review of the movie, like in its entirety, it was good. Arguably the best Superman movie that exists. Noticed you? I noticed you. What do you want me to what do you want me to do? Hello, I've seen you. I am aware of you now. I'm aware of you now. And you are now aware of your tongue. Chat, you're all collectively aware of your tongue. You're welcome. Honestly, yeah, it was good. I don't want to say it's like best movie of the year or anything like that. But I would recommend it. I mean, I would probably say wait for it to come out. Like, unless you're really scared of spoilers or something like that. Which I don't feel like there's really anything worth spoilering in this movie. Like, it's not like a Marvel movie where it's like, oh my god, this is gonna like lead into 50 other stories and other movies and other franchises and oh my god, it answered all these questions. It's kind of just its own thing. And they did it. They did a good job at it. I don't know. They did a good job. It was like I said, was it like the best movie ever in the world? But I will say, in my opinion at least, best Superman movie. Peeps are disappropriately critical of Man of Steel. I mean, they took some risque choices with that movie and didn't pay off. Wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't like, oh my god, horrible movie, but My problem is with every single, honestly, just not even Superman movie, but just like so many superhero movies are like, hi, we're going to tell the same story that everyone else has heard over and over and over and over again, and we're just going to reboot it over and over. Stop. Just stop, please. Just do something interesting, please. I don't care how Superman grew up anymore, okay? Baby on farm, who cares? Crash land, the alien crash landing on planet. We've seen it done a million times. Please just get into something interesting already. And they did that, honestly. I think everyone did a good job with the movie. Do you remember my reward? No, I remember you offered a reward. And honestly, okay, wait. I'm going to recap without spoiling anything for anyone that wasn't watching the last stream that doesn't want Deltarune spoilers. TLDR, I thought we were going to do the secret boss fight, or I don't even know if it's supposed to be a secret, but the hard boss fight that you're literally supposed to lose, that technically anyone who watched saw us lose the first time because I went into it with 2 hit points. We beat that mofo. It took us 6 hours. Took us 6 hours. But we beat him, and literally, chat, I gave up. Like, literally, I said, like, at 9:30, if we didn't beat him, I was gonna end stream. I had to go to bed. I literally couldn't stay up all night, keep trying. And I literally said, all right, we were going to do a bonus Saturday stream where I was going to fight this guy until I beat him. Because the next time we do a Deltarune stream, I'm going to start chapter 4. We're doing the next chapter. But literally, I was like, all right, guys, that's it. I didn't win. I'm going to get punished. Punishment stream. Let's go. And then I literally did a bit. Where I'm like, all right, but what if we did it like one more try? What if I one more try? Just one more try. And literally just like started instead of ending stream. Like went back to the game screen and tried one more time. And then literally locked the skin and then won. And beat him, just destroyed him in one try, and then that was it. That was it. So we won. And then my guts. You said you were going to reward me if I beat him that stream. What's my reward, bitch? Give me my reward. Give me my prize, baby. I have no idea what it is. Yes, I did it. I did indeed do it.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
I got one of those
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Yo, my guts! And a hype train too. You gifted me a hype train.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yo, my God. Thank you for 5 gifted, bro. You didn't have to do that. I was joking. When I said pay me, I was joking. I thought you were gonna like drop me some gift or something like that. Yo, let's go. All right, well, guys, if you just got gifted a sub, let's drop some heckin' golden pogtatoes in chat. Let's go. Come on, 5 more people in chat now have access to this monstrosity. Let's see it. Bury me alive in pogtatoes, chat. Let's go. There we go.
Me
We
gets
love it.
21
We
official
love it.
gifted a tier 1 sub to us Ghost
Let's
Boat.
go. Well, thank you, mate. Thank you so much. 5 friggin' gifted subs. You didn't need to do that, but I appreciate it, mate. Gorge you in shelf Pop-Tarts. Gorge you in shelf in Pop-Tarts. Honestly, are there new Pop-Tart flavors? I know I saw... Oh, remember the joke I made the other day about the Selena Gomez Oreos? Me and Oob saw them in the wild, in real life. It was in a Walmart. I think they're like cinnamon something flavored. What was the flavor? Do you remember what the flavor was, Oob? So I remember looking at it, and the packaging actually said the flavor on it, as opposed to the packaging I made the tweet about being woman flavored. As opposed to that package that had literally no description. It was just name and the Oreo, and they looked like headphones, I think. Like that the Oreo part was like the part that goes on your ear of the headphones. I don't understand it, but okay. I need the strawberry milkshake Pop-Tarts. Aren't they like mid? I don't remember. There was 2 different strawberry milkshake Pop-Tarts, weren't they? Or no, there was like a strawberry sundae or something. There was 2 different ice cream strawberry / vanilla flavored ones, weren't there? I know it was cinnamon something. The Selena Gomez Oreos, at least. I remember thinking about like, okay, that doesn't sound terrible. And I think Oob or someone, was it Oob? Because we had a couple people with us because we were literally shopping. Okay, chat, true story. Wait, before we go into anything else, true story. I was pissed off last time we saw, what was it, Minecraft movie, how expensive snacks had gotten at the movie theater. Like, don't get me wrong. I know that snacks are expensive at the movie theater. Like, you pay an arm and a leg, literally, for like a bucket of popcorn and a drink. But, like, it was like $50 for, like, what, 2 or 3 people's worth of, like, popcorn and drink? Like, nothing fancy, just popcorn and, like, one thing per person was, like, more expensive than the movie ticket. So I'm like, next time, we're going to Walmart. We're going to just buy snacks and smuggle them in. And my literal ass, maybe not literal ass. I got to be careful with the way I phrase that. My ass, as in literally both of my back pockets on my jeans, smuggled in 2 cans of Pringles. Like 2 full-size cans, not like the little, like, snack size. Like the full-size cans. I stuffed them in my ass. I stuffed them in my back pocket and covered it with my shirt and literally walked in. And I was like... yeah, you can't catch me without checking out my ass, which would bring up different questions. They don't get paid enough, okay? They don't get paid enough. The guys at the movie theater don't get paid enough to be looking at your ass to make sure you're not smuggling in snacks. So we were at that's where we saw the Selena Gomez cookies. And you even got a reward for that. You got Game Pass voucher gifting for... Oh, you did? Oh, well, let's go. Game Pass. Oh, my voice crack. Hello. Game Pass. Yo, Adea, how's it going, mate? I almost fell back into old habits. Welcome in, mate. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. All right, we'll check Discord. We're checking food Discord. All right, look, OSR. Last time you posted something on the food Discord, it was concerning. I fear for our collective lives. All right, one second. Let me pull up the window. Hello? Window? Hello? It's not working. Why is it not working? I'm pushing the button. Oh, I know why. I'm on the wrong window. 1 second, chat. Womp, womp, womp. There we go. That's better. Let's see. We could just get rid of... Hello? I just get rid of that notification real quick. I've seen them before. I thought I've had these before. And they were meh. Like, they were just like, eh. I might be thinking of a different flavor because I do remember specifically, very specifically, that Pop-Tart had a second flavor that was milkshakey something or other, and it was really weird tasting. It wasn't, like, bad. It wasn't, like, unedible, but it was like, why? It could have been better. It could have been so much better. I don't remember what it was, though. Also, I just realized we have Hype Train going, so we have a level 2 Hype Train. Boop. Bop. There we go. Level 2 hat. I'm gonna keep the little boy. You can't just put your wiener, dog. You can't just put your wiener on screen like that. Choo choo. We got a little hype train going. We got the little hat there. The hat will get bigger with every hype train level that we get. But chat, you have no idea how hard it is for me. That's the end of the sentence. How hard it is for me to not spoil the thing I'm working on in the background. There's something big that I've been working on for the last, honestly, few months at this point. It's been a work in progress probably since the beginning of this year. And we're getting to the point. We're getting to the point, chat, that within the next few months, hopefully, assuming nothing goes terribly wrong, I'm going to be dropping this thing. And I think I've given you 3 hints so far. R, E, and D. Red. 3 letters I've given you. Now, I could give you the next letter as a hint, but it might be too big of a hint. So I wonder, instead of me giving you the next letter, because I feel like the next letter is not only going to be the biggest hint, potentially giving it away, but also it's going to be a giant red herring. Haha, I get a red herring because R-E-D is your hint so far. Guessing it's Silk Song? I don't know what Silk Song is, so, but yeah, maybe it's Silk Song. So I could either do this, chat. I could give you the next letter, which might absolutely throw you, and you're never going to understand, you're never going to get it. It's going to just complete whoosh right over everyone's heads, and that's it. The red herring will be successful. Or you're going to be like, oh my god, I know what it is. It's this, you son of a bitch. Or, as the next hint, I could give you the total amount of letters that are in this word that I'm hinting at. Guys, look at his birthday picture announcement. Is your birthday? Where's your birthday picture? Where's the announcement? I didn't see the announcement. Where's the announcement? It's the next letter herring. First of all, I'm fairly confident that that's a word. Herring, noun. No, it's not. And yes, you're tooting your own horn. Toot toot. But wait, it's your birthday? Wait, Duck, is it your birthday? We'll eat a slice of cake. I may or may not sing a happy birthday for you. I think I did that once. I regretted it. It's earlier in chat. Oh no, I missed it. Wait, I'm gonna look up. It might have been around the time we were getting the gifted bomb, the gifted subs. My brain turned off, hype train start, neurons activate, brain deactivate. That's how it works, right? Let's see. Your birthday is coming up. Yo, let's go. Let's see, and then I also missed Oops saying Man of Steel was a good Superman movie, but a terrible Superman for DCU. Oh yeah, no, like I said, like on its own, it was like okay, good movie, whatever. Like I said, nothing special. Like don't write home about it, but like it doesn't play nice for continuation and things like that. As opposed to what they did now, currently with the Superman, like the most recent movie, they opened it up for like everyone able, like. Batman could jump in, you know, like more Green Lantern stuff could happen. You know, like there's so many other superheroes, kind of like how Marvel started, like, you know, like Iron Man, Hulk, like the OG Avengers, like before like Infinity War, like they're building themselves up. And I'm sure they already have like the next 20 movies planned out in advance. You mean toot? You made it dirty by saying blow? I mean, you blow your own horn, right? Isn't that a saying? Isn't that a turn of phrase? Isn't that a captcha? Isn't that a way you could express yourself? I feel like that's completely normal. Chad, I'm gonna go blow my own horn real quick. It sounds dirty when I say it like that. Let's see. But yeah, so chat, I'll give you a decision, all right? Everyone in chat, you could collectively decide here and now. Do you want the next letter, which I feel like is a 50-50 split on how useful it'll be. It'll either lead you to ruin, chat, or it might spoil the whole surprise. Or I could tell you how many letters are in the entire word. Poll? Okay, mods want to throw up a poll. Throw a poll. I don't know, like for 2 minutes, like 2 minutes short boy poll. And then we'll get into today's plans in Minecraft while poll is happening, while chat is being polled, while we ask the audience. Today, I have spent, well, I guess not today, but I mean, since last Tuesday, effectively, I have been leaving myself like AFK for an hour here and there. Not like while I've been at work or anything, not like that long, because arguably I feel really risque leaving Minecraft running that long. Something could happen, the world could get corrupted, I could get creepered or something like that. So pretty much whenever I've been home and working on stuff, I basically just leave Minecraft open in the background, be AFKing in a closet. Poll for what? Letter as next hint, or amount of letters in word total as next hint for big project spoilers. And while doing so, they basically come back every hour, farm all the amethysts and our geodes, go back to AFKing, etc. Rinse, wash, repeat for the last pretty much week, like since Tuesday stream ended. Like, I even started off by like AFKing when we went out to get burritos that night and then came home. And I have amassed 8 shulker boxes of amethyst crystal that I then saved you guys the trouble of watching me painfully go through and convert into stained glass, but converted all into stained glass. And I think we got 4 and change shulker boxes of stained glass, which hopefully, if I did math vaguely, roughly correct, will be enough to finish this project, to finish the tinted glass monolith that will be our chicken jockey farm. Good point. No, you're only thinking of live deceptions. Are you counting? What am I looking at? One second. You counting animated films, Ducky? There have been 2 good Superman. There's been a lot of Superman films. Like, I don't know how many, because like you could really go back. I'm talking about like you could go back to like black and white and find Superman films. Which I don't know. Actually, wait, time out. Were those movies? Or was that like that was like an animated? Well, not animated. Literally the opposite of animated, live action. Like series, right? Like it was like a TV thing. The cock jockey. It sounds so much worse when you say it like that. Yeah, there was some 30s and 40s. Yeah, there was like a legit. In fact, I forget the actor's name, but he like I guess played the original Superman. But didn't he like off himself from it? Like I'm trying to remember. I think specifically there was like a Ray William Johnson like true crime style video that someone posted about it. Give you Oobs mod powers. I might. Oh, sorry. I might just. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what the original actor's name was, but effectively way back in the day, like when TV was brand new, effectively. This man, whatever this actor's man's names was, wanted to be like big movie actor, and I guess he got cast as playing Superman, and he made himself famous for being Superman. Like it was no small feat. However, he started getting like typecast where everyone would be like, "You are Superman." Whenever they saw him in public, it's like, "Nah. This isn't a Superman role. We can't have you playing in this movie." So he's basically couldn't do what he wanted to do, even though he was famous AF for being Superman. And then I guess that like slowly like wore on him, depression, things like that. And then there was potentiality that like scandals were afoot surrounding his death. But I think officially it was marked as suicide after like I think it's like his wife or friends were like, I don't want to say mocking him, but like not taking his depression seriously, and he like literally ate lead. Terrible things befell a lot of the classic Superman actors. Yeah, which is really weird, because like in today's standards, TV, like being on actual TV is like, whoa, you're on TV? Acting in like a big thing? But like back then, I don't want to say TV was a joke, but like TV wasn't taken seriously, right? Think of it like today where you're like, you could be a big YouTuber. Like you could be like Markiplier famous YouTuber, but people in the real world be like, yeah, but you're like not really famous, right? You're like, just like internet famous. You're like they don't take you seriously. Doesn't matter how big or famous you are, how rich you are. They're like, yeah, but you're not like really an actor. You're just like a YouTuber. It was kind of that back then for people on TV. Movies were where it was at. You know what I mean? Like if you were a movie star, you were like the big professional, like that sort of thing. So yeah, no, terribly sorry. I don't even remember the guy's name. I'm terrible with names. I probably wouldn't have remembered in the first place. But I want to say it was like George. It was like an incredibly generic sounding name. Was it George something? I'm gonna have to look. I'm literally gonna look it up. Original Superman actor series. None of these guys. Yeah, George Reeves. That's the guy. I'd recognize that mug. George Reeves. OG Superman. I think he unalived himself in 1958, apparently. There used to be no understanding making gaming content. I mean, it's true. And honestly, even as big as the internet is now, and as big as some of these YouTubers are, like, look at Mr. Beast, where you can literally say that name anywhere in the world, and I guarantee you everyone has heard them. Even then, people are still like, yeah, but you're not, like, famous. You're just, like, a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like, they don't take it serious. There are still people today, like legitimate, like important people to today that don't consider being a YouTuber being a job. Which, don't get me wrong, there's a very, very, very wide gradient on that, like as a profession, because you could be a YouTuber and have like 0 viewers and have $0 in your bank account. You could be poor AF as a YouTuber, but also you could be Mr. Beast billionaire. You're like, actually, I don't think Mr. Beast is quite billionaire level. He's definitely multi-millionaire, but I don't think he's billionaire yet. I don't know. Maybe. If he is billionaire, it's like billionaire as in technically billionaire, single billion, not multi-billionaire. And then being a VTuber might... No, 100% VTubers, it doesn't matter how popular you are. You could be the literal most popular... Like, you could be Iron Mouse level popular and still be like... Like, no one in the world know your name. Like, perfect example, like Iron Mouse, for example, recently raising over $1 million in less than 48 hours for the IDF, for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Off of the drama that had happened from VShojo being literal ass, which rip VShojo. They are actually officially dissolved now. I think everyone's NDAs are like fully dissolved, and people are literally just dropping bombshells about the horrible mistreatment they went through. Like, it's really scummy stuff. But I'm not getting into that drama. We more or less had a chat about that. But like, perfect example, like I've seen Iron Mouse in like Times Square. Like in New York City, like on the big screen. Like, it's not that these people don't get their face out there. It's that people look and be like, oh, whatever, anime. You know what I mean? Like, they don't consider it that it's a real person or a personality. They just go like, oh, that must be from one of those weebo anime things that I don't watch or have anything to do with. And then they just go on with their lives and don't even think about it anymore. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie, I didn't know who Iron Mouse was till the contrary. Honestly, a lot of people didn't know what Iron Mouse was. Or who. But honestly, what? As in a concept of like VTubing in general. In fact, in a very real way, the controversy with VShojo and like the Immune Deficiency Foundation, like this scandal with them basically embezzling. Now, obviously, I can't legally say they did embezzle until they do or do not get sued for it. But like, it looks like pretty textbook. Even from the admission of from Gun Run themselves, like pretty obviously looks like they're getting clapped for embezzlement, chat. Which is basically disappropriating company funds that are supposed to go a certain direction and get accidentally paid into the company, which could be going to the wallets of, I'm not saying anyone like physically, like personally embezzled money, but the company as a whole looks like they definitely did. Allegedly, don't sue me, but yeah, like, no es bueno. But yeah, no, honestly, that whole scandal was probably a lot of people's first introduction to VTubing as a whole, like literally, like as a concept, as an understanding of who the hell is this person, why are they an anime character, and my god, did they just raise $1 million for charity in a day. Check memes real quick. Oh, thank you for the lurk duck. All right, let's see. The memes. Is this spoilers? It looks like it's from chapter 1. Is it going to have spoilers from chapter 4? If I see an explosion from chapter 4, I'm banning you. Look at the message. I see that, but explosions could happen from chapter 4. Also, technically there are people in chat right now that honestly might not even play chapter 1. So, I'm probably not going to play out. I'll watch it later. Okay, it's only chapters 1 and 2. Oh, okay, I got you. So I'm not going to play the whole thing because I don't want to accidentally spoil a funny scene or something like that for someone. Okay. Is that in the game? I'm joking. I can't prove that it's not, but I'm praying that Rousey's smoking a fat blunt's not in the game. You're avoiding spoilers, but bigger you can look away. I mean, that's fair. But, it might, I don't know, the sound might spoil something for you. No, honestly, at this point in time, chat, chapters 1 and 2 have been out for like, 5 years? Like, oh my god, Deltarune has been out for like a hot minute. Chapter 1 might be the only one that's been out that long. Chapter 2 for a while long, but then 3 and 4 is the recent one. 3 and 4 is the one that's dropped like, a month or two ago? Like, it's been a minute now, but like, still, it's relatively recent. So like, if people haven't seen chapter 1 at this point in time, it's like, I've not seen Breaking Bad. Don't spoil it for me, chat. That's actually true. I haven't seen Breaking Bad, but I honestly, if you guys said a spoiler, I would be like, yeah, it's on me. It's me. It's how old is that show now? How old is that show? Like legitimately over a decade at this point. It's like playing Final Fantasy VII. Honestly, Final Fantasy VII, the only reason why I might say someone doing a spoiler is because they are doing the remake. So if you specifically spoiled something like that was new in the remake, I might be like finger waggle at you. But honestly, like if you say something that was from the original game, that obviously might spoil something from like the new game. Like I feel like that's kind of fair game. Again, ultimately, the context is what matters, right? Like if you guys are intentionally trying to spoil someone's fun, then shame on you. Bad. Stop it. Get the squirt bottle. But you know, like if you're just talking about a game that you like because we're talking about it, you say something not thinking about it, like that's innocent. You know, like I didn't think you meant to do it, then you're fine. You love the part where Eisenberg blows up a particle accelerator. I can't even tell if that's a spoiler. It could be in there. No, I feel like everyone on the internet at this point knows that. Like, I feel like even if you've never played the game, you know that. In fact, literally, I think I told this story when we were doing the Magic the Gathering draft or whatever. No, was it a draft? No, tournament. That's a better word. We were doing the tournament. Literally, there was a guy that's like, I don't know who this character is. Someone please tell me their name. And it was Aerith's name because they got the Japanese card, so they couldn't read it. And as soon as they looked up the card, like, oh, yeah, that's that person that dies. Literally, it's like they never played the game. They apparently never consumed that content. They still knew that was the one that dies. It's one of those things. It's a trial as old as time. What was that old video? It's like, but remember, Phoenix Downs don't always work. I'm looking at you, Aerith. I forget what that video was, but it was like at a magical fire ring. I don't know why the monster was carrying that, but okay. It was like from like the Newgrounds era of the internet with like funny videos and stuff like that. Oh, it was a pre-release, so it was seal tournament. Yeah, that's it. Pre-release, seal tournament. We did a seal tournament. Everyone was seals. You remember that video? Let's go. Adea's got my back. It was literally that. Was it actually Ego Raptor? Was it actually Ego Raptor? Because like I remember the video, I remember the voice. Newgrounds was my entire high school life. Honestly, Newgrounds was my entire. I don't know. Definitely. I don't know. I'm trying to remember high school versus middle school. I know for a fact it was my entire middle school life. Lesser high school. I forgot what that step was in between. But yes, the source of many kinks. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of things for a lot of people. Like realistically, people don't. I don't feel like people just come up and be like, I've suddenly decided I like feet. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like I don't think those things just pop into people's heads. It's typically like you're either exposed to them at a very young age for one reason or another, or your brain crosses some sort of wire, some sort of trigger somewhere that goes, that makes the dopamine come out. Yeah, give me more of that shit. You know what I mean? Or it could also be like a coping mechanism, like, you know, something that was traumatizing that your brain decided, nope, I'm going to turn this into feel-good chemicals, otherwise I can't exist. So, like, there's a lot of strange things. And I don't judge, honestly, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else. Like, you do you, boo. Whatever you do in the bedroom is literally not my business. Zone Sama was big on Newgrounds. Zone Sama. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't remember by name. Was big on Newgrounds. You'll just leave it at that. I don't know that one. Is that like a tub girl and/or like a goatsy situation? Like, is that one of those things? Because I don't remember that one by name, and I am not going to risk my search history by typing it in right now. I'm not typing it in. I'm not showing it. I might research it after stream just to see. However, H key. I can't not say H without thinking of the with the little porta potty, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, Oob. That's H. That lives rent free in my head whenever you say H. Back in the day, it was a lot of H parodies. H. What is H? Is it like, I don't understand the H. I might have missed that entire chunk of the internet. I've awakened something. Wait. Let me see if I can find this video. H. Porter potty. Is this it? This. Wait. It's literally already watched. Oh, why is it not? Wait, I need the music. I need to hear it too. There we go. This right here, whenever someone just says H, that is immediately what plays in my brain. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what I'm thinking at the moment. As soon as I hear the letter H on its own, it's just... It's just that. That will forever live rent-free in my head. Hentai? Oh, okay, that probably makes sense. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of those. I think I knew a couple names of some of the more famous ones, because, like, it was at that time that I was like, wait, anime isn't just Dragon Ball Z on Toonami? Wait, there's more anime? And then you would see random clips of anime throughout the internet and be like, oh, that's anime! Maybe I could watch that one. And then you realize, like, wait, why are they making very suggestive sounds? Wait, why is she mostly naked? Oh, I know. Yeah. So, I'm trying to remember. There was one that I was trying to remember, had like blue in the name. It was like Deep Blue or something. I don't know. But it was one that like famously popped up when people were trying to traumatize you with random clips and things on the internet. I don't remember the names of any other ones though. Heichi? You're a Brit and you don't say Heichi, but some do, yeah? I don't get it. I don't understand the H thing. Was there a hentai called H? I'm gonna have to have you explain this to me at Burrito Now Noob. It's something that even as a young ace, not understanding the world, was like, no interest at all to me, whoosh, right over my head, missed it. The hentai key? What? I still don't get it. I still don't understand it. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay, wait, chat. We should get into Minecraft. We got book entries to put in. I'm going to list off a bunch of people's names. I did tidy up the list. So if you already have a book and you were on the placeholder list, I put a placeholder in for you. But let's see, this stream, we got OSR and Lab. You guys have book entries. We got Kira, if Kira's in chat, from Getting First Deltarune stream. Then we got Raven, Bookend, Mac, Alexander, Warlock, Knightley, Child, Jagger, Mick, Hee Boys, Potato Stealer. I'm just gonna scroll up to the top there. That's it. If you see your name there, bam, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. We owe you a book entry, we'll put it in. And then OSR, you get to choose beacon color, which... trying to remember if it was black or lime green. It might be green right now. But I have to actually open up Minecraft because I haven't done that yet. Light blue. I got you, mate. More placeholders, please. I got you. Lag. Jagger Mick. Mick Jagger. Wait, did I literally say it like that? I did. Jagger Mick. Wait, no shot. All I had to do was say it in the other order. It could have been Mick Jagger. That's hilarious. I like last name, first name, this man. That's the order it's in there, too. Wait, that's legitimately the order that it's in there, too. That's literally the order that it's in there. That's hilarious. I'm never going to forget that now. I blame you for that. All right. Let's get into video game. Oh wait, chat, the poll. What was the decision with the poll? Wait, no. Wait, where's the poll? Poll, hello? Poll. View results. This is what happens. When you trust Oob to be your moderator. This is what happens when you trust Oob to be a moderator. Yes, of course, chat. Well, it's a tie. Luckily for us, it was a tie. So... I guess no more hints, chat. That's it. You guys tied. You drew on the hints. You pulled your mic out the second skill issue. Literal skill issue. Oh, I'm actually crying. One second, I need to blow my nose. I'll mute the mic so you guys don't hear gross sounds. Literally. It doesn't get more skill issue than, I'm sorry, it doesn't get more skill issue than that. That is just peak skill issue right there. Like, if I had an emote for skill issue, how would you emote skill issue? Yamcha pose comes to mind. Just oob in Yamcha pose as an emote. that sounds like if you had to give a name to that emote, it would just be skill issue. No, skill issue, right? Like, universally accepted. It is now oob pose. All right, let's see. I will do a new poll and I'll let it go for while we are doing book entries and stuff. Let's see. The next hint at whatever potate is plotting. Another letter? Or the number of total letters. Letties, because I ran out, apparently. And I'll let that run for 10 minutes. I'll manually end it once we finish putting book entries and stuff like that in. There we go. All right, poll is running. Poll is running, chat. Decide your next hint. In this house, we pet the mods, even when they f up. Yeah, you just don't pet the streamer because they don't like the bad touch. All right, let's jump into it, chat. OSR said light blue for beacon color, right? We should probably also do a gamba towards the end. Maybe not towards the end of stream, but like somewhere when we start actually building the thing to see if chat can gamba whether or not we have enough glass to do the entire project. But yes, it was indeed green last time, so we're going to change that and make it... I didn't need to take it, but that also works. We're going to make it light blue. And yeah, here you can see 4 boxes of tinted glass, and I think I have like a half a box, a little bit more, a little bit extra. Light blue, like you. Place down. All right, let's get out of here. Matter if you're I legitimately, when I listen to this song in the car, because I play this playlist while I'm driving, I will legitimately do the like ha ha ha, and then when the music hangs, like ooh, like power down, and then like come back into it. If anyone ever watches me drive, they'll probably be concerned that AI has taken over and I'm the first model, and then I'm about to crash into a bunch of people. If anyone ever watches me in the car, I am one of those crazy people. I'm one of those crazy people that's like, yes, the only time a man is ever truly alone is when they are driving in a vehicle by themselves. At that point in time, they're in their own dimension. They could do anything they like and no one could change my mind. Reminding me to never be a passenger in your car. Sounds terrifying. It's only for like a second. It's like, ooh. And then it's like bounce back up. It's not like I go under the steering wheel or something. It's just like, like, you know, like the head slouch to the side, like you're powering down. It's funny, okay? I enjoy it. I can't not see it, okay? I can't not see it happening in my head. I blame Mystery Ben for the Phoenix Wright video where he like sinks under the table a little bit for it. Only for a second, at 80 miles an hour. Please, you think I'm a crazy person? A day, I drive 90. Like a normal, sane person. 80. It's like when you lose the beats. Exactly. All right. Let's see. While the poll's going, who all wants to put book entry in? Lab said that they want to put placeholder. So I'm going to find Lab's book real quick, which I think is down here at the end, right? LMNOP. We'll put Lab's placeholder in right quick. That's Mimi. That's lame. And the cats. In the cradle with the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. There we go. Appreciate all the support, babe. Yo, Tan, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. You also want placeholder. Wait, did you have a placeholder? Uno momento. Un momentante. Well, I have to delete labs. Delete. And then I'm sure OSR will want to actually put theirs in. I don't see one for you, my gods. Oh, wait. Well, obviously the 5 gift. Dodoy. I'm not even going to bother writing them down. I'm just going to put them in. We should be right next to the M's. Dodoy, excuse me. It's all right. It's fine. You don't have to. It's fine. My ears twitching? That's impossible. They don't twitch. They flutter. Majestically. Like the elegant creature that I am. Yeah, I'm clearly a potato. Thank you very much. LM. My gats. Let's see. Mr. Stinky Wiggle. Milkman. Mama. Wait, my gats. Do we not have a book for you? Alright, I was gonna say, I'm like, I know for a fact we have a book for you. We are the revolution! And we have 5 placeholders. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. Thank you again, my gats, for 5 gifted subs. You absolutely mad lad. Absolutely mad lad. You absolute mad lad. But I've been, to answer your question, Tan, I've been doing great, actually. If anything, better than I used to be. For the first time in, like, literal years, this last few weeks, I want to say, like, the last 2 weeks, I've been incredibly productive, incredibly high energy, back to my normal crackhead self, and not getting nearly as much. I still have a couple waves of, like, sort of sleepy vibes, but, like, for the most part, they're exhausted vibes, not, like, fighting for my life to remain conscious. And I'm blaming the exercise for that, which is doing good. I haven't weighed myself for a hot minute. I kind of want to save it to the end of the month. And this Thursday, right? Correct? Thursday? Yeah, literally this Thursday is the end of the month. So I'm going to weigh myself to see how much. Now keep in mind, I'm not dieting. Like, I am trying to be more aware of what I'm eating, but I'm not specifically dieting yet. I'm just exercising. So I'm going to weigh in and see how much I lost with exercise alone, because in a couple of months, I'm going to probably start, like, next month with cutting back. Like, I don't want to say, like, counting calories, but effectively keeping track of the calories. And then after that, actually start being like, all right, I have a limit on how many calories I can eat a day. Like, 2,400, then cut that back to 2,000, then cut that back to, I don't know, 1,600. I have to actually research these numbers, which is the main reason I haven't done it yet. Because I don't want to be like, I'm only going to eat 1,000 calories a day and be like, potato, that's not sustainable for human life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't actually know these numbers. So I'm going to do, like, a little bit of research and find out for, like, a person of my age, person of my size, things like that, like, what an appropriate amount of calories is, and then work towards that as a goal. But let's see, can you use some of those placeholders? That's basic. Yeah, you can. In fact, one second, I'm right here still. I could just go back. How many spaces might you enjoy adding? Do you want to put them in between here? 1, 2, 3, like that? Is that what you're saying? But how have you been, Tan? Hopefully having an absolutely fantastic, what is it, summer, right? Actually, wait, isn't it like back to school time of year? Isn't this like time of year in which children start returning to school, or summer technically ends? Maybe next month, right? August? It's been so long. Yes, exactly. Okay, let's see. So 1, whoops, that's an out. 1. Okay, I know what's happening. 2, 3. You want one at the end too? 1, 2, 3. I could put one there. I'm assuming you will eventually want that. I put this at the wrong space. 1 second. I could fix it. Like that. Bam. I don't know why it's inserting a return there. Is it just... There we go. I guess I hit enter instead of space because I'm stupid. There we go. Oh no, it's all went terribly wrong! There we are. Appreciate you, my guts. And then OSR, we'll move over to you. Because you are right at the end of the hallway. Bam. All right. Prepare your eyes. Sucking dick for chicken strips. I'm the hottest girl in this Walmart. Gobble. And do we have a space there? We have no space. You have 1 letter, OSR. What would you like to use it for? It was revolution, not evolution. Oh, I'll fix it. 2 letters? I'll take your word for it, OSR. First and sub. Oh, that's right. You did have first. Dodoy. All right. So space and a letter, I presume. My brain is not good. I'm not there today, guys. My brain is not there today. Space and there we go. Thank you again, OSR. Appreciate your unyielding support. Let me go fix my Gats book real quick. The power of the power of maybe that's why. It's got to be going to the next line just because revolution doesn't fit in that space. That's got to be what it is. But there you go. I've corrected a wrong. I'm sorry about that, my gods. Please forgive me. Please, I beg you. I'll have to commit Sudoku if you don't. Let's see. Anyone else want to do their book entry? Speak now or forever hold thy peace. I believe everyone that has a book, I've already put placeholders in. So if you think you have a placeholder, feel free to call it out now, and I'll go check your book to see if you do. 1,600 calories is pretty low. You could do that for a limited period, like a couple weeks. You're looking to jumpstart weight loss, but I wouldn't recommend it for your normal. Look after. No. I'm not trying. Chat, keep in mind, I personally don't believe in the whole dieting to lose weight thing. Like, let me rephrase that. I don't believe people that do those fast burn, like temporary diets, quote unquote. I want to change the way that I live, so to speak. I want to just eat healthier permanently, not literally be like, I'm gonna just eat 1,600 calories every day for a month and lose 20 pounds and then go back to doing what exactly like I did and put all the weight back on. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So no, when the people that do that, hey, if you want to do that, don't hurt yourself. Take care of yourselves. Please be careful. A lot of those diets out there could actually cause permanent damage if you're not careful with them. But no, I'm trying to you guys literally tied it again. You literally tied the pole. You literally tied the pole. How, chat? All right, that's it. You guys just don't get a hint then. We could try it again later. How's that sound? Okay? But yeah, because honestly, I'm not unhappy with my weight, chat. Like, yes, I'm overweight. Like, I'm definitely not you could ask Oob, I'm not morbidly obese or anything like that. Like, if I suck in my gut, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell that I'm overweight, period. Like, I wear my weight well, especially considering I'm so massive, like 6'6". Like, I carry around, I'll tell you guys, because I don't care. Before I started, I weighed in at 330 pounds. That is for my 6'6" ass being as thick as I might be. And I think I've already said I've lost 5 pounds or so within the last time I weighed in, which was a week ago, something I think someone asked me. And I haven't been weighing. I wanted to weigh myself every day, but I'm not going to lie, the batteries of my scale died, so I stopped. I have more batteries. I just haven't changed them. That was it. So, yeah, I'm not trying to diet because I'm unhappy with my body shape or anything like that. I'm just doing it to ultimately be healthier in general. So, this is exactly what happens when Puds makes polls. You always contribute to it. That's fair. You are an agent of chaos. I cannot blame you for this. Your official brother is doing a carnivore diet, only eating meat directly from the butcher that has barely been cut, because according to him, meat from the supermarket is not healthy because of things they add to it. So here's the thing about that. I have heard people talk about carnivore diet, this, that, and the other thing. I've heard people talk about being a vegan diet, blah, blah, blah. Realistically, I don't think any of those have hold any water. Don't get me wrong, there are benefits to eating raw meat, or not raw meat, but eating protein and stuff like that. Especially if you're trying to bulk up, if you're trying to add muscle and things like that, you need protein. Your body needs this to get bigger, right? But also, what about fiber, man? You are going to constipate yourself eating nothing but meat. Secondly, it's less about the fact that it's just meat from a butcher, or that quote-unquote, your corporations do stuff to the meat. More so that, eating processed food, just in general, is bad for you. If you can eat, more... One second, I need to clear my throat. I'm going to take a sip of water. I've been yapping for this entire time. It's less that something from the grocery store is bad for you, and the more that things are processed, the less good for you they have the potential to be. right? I love to yap. This is why I do this, chat. I love yapping, and y'all apparently like to hear me yap, so I'm gonna keep yapping. And I think they're starting to find out that there's some information, like that this isn't just theory or like speculation anymore. But effectively, chat, if you think about it, what's the difference between you eating like, I don't know, spinach that has iron and fiber and all these other like nutrients in it and it being good for you versus, I don't know, shaving off chunks of iron filings from an iron ingot and eating that? I'm looking at you, Kellogg. I'm looking at you, Kellogg, that you put iron filings in your freaking Wheaties. The difference is bioavailability, right? This is something that's not pseudoscience. This is something that we already know. Bioavailability is a thing. If you don't believe me, look it up. Like, generally do your own research. But bioavailability is effectively how available these nutrients are to your body, how you could absorb them, how you could use them, how useful they are to you. Which is why I also don't believe in vitamins. Not like I don't believe that vitamins exist. Not that I don't believe you getting a shot of vitamin C or vitamin B or something like that isn't like, oh, that's complete pseudoscience. No, those are real. Those are all real. I mean vitamins in the sense that you go to a store and you buy like a friggin' bottle of like whatever, one-a-days or something like that. There's nothing regulating those. They could just say, yeah, it has 1,000 milligrams of iron. Okay, but how much of that can my body actually absorb? How much of that can my body actually make use of? Like, I could swallow 1,000 milligrams of iron and shit out 1,000 milligrams of iron the next day. Like, that's not useful. That's a scam. That's literally worthless to me. Versus, you know, like, you could eat your weight in friggin', what's its name? In spinach. And get like next to no iron from it, even though there's iron in it, because it's tangled up in fiber. It's tangled up and not available for your body to absorb properly without extensive amounts of breakdown, which is why we cook our food. We cook our food because it helps us break down those protein structures so that our body needs to do less work and can make more use of them. That's why certain animals have different enzymes inside of them that can eat raw meat, and we're not really built that way. However, I think anyone that tries to sell you a diet is more so trying to sell you a lifestyle or try to sell you something in general. Like, hi, I'm Potato, and I'm going to teach you the potato diet. But you have to buy my specific potatoes, and you have to supplement them with my vitamins. They're only $100 a piece. Buy. Like that sort of, like, I feel like they're all kind of scammy in that nature. Because there's no really one and done thing that just works for everything. Humans are complex organisms, and every single human has different needs from every other human. There's not just going to be one magic bullet that fixes every person's problems. People have different metabolisms. People have different allergies, different sensitivities. People literally have different flora in their gut that are both good or bad at breaking down or making use of certain things. Like, literally, there is not a one-shot cure for everyone's everything. So anyone that's just wants to tell you like, oh, this is it, this is the answer, they're lying, and they're probably trying to sell you something. But with that said, yeah, I don't necessarily think eating meat is bad for you per se. Like, everything in moderation. So like, if you're eating red meat every day, it's probably not good for you. There's probably a lot of like fat, like high fat that you're not gonna be be happy about. You're gonna get constipated. I think there's also been links to excessive amounts of red meat leading to like cancer and stuff like that, or at least a heightened chance of cancer. Which, let's be honest, anyone that uses cancer in general. Yo, Chicken Crusade, thank you for the trip. Anyone that uses cancer in general as like a talking point of, ooh, this thing bad, cancer. Everything causes cancer. Literally, you existing causes cancer. You going outside and getting touched by the sun causes cancer. Like, literally everything. So realistically, it's not the chance of cancer existing. It's how much does it increase your odds of cancer. Like, are we talking about like a 0.00001% increase in cancer, but like you have millions of benefits that are just like, oh my God, you're gonna be so much better off doing this. Versus, hi, if you do this, there's a 50% chance you get cancer tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we don't do that then. You know, I'm just saying, maybe we avoid that thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, you got to look at it realistically. So like, eating red meat, yeah, might increase your your chance of cancer, whatever, by some fraction of a percent over an extended period of time. But like, also like the benefits of eating meat and stuff like that, like the proteins, the nutrients you get from it, you know, like like there's a lot of good you get from it too. Now, I'm also not saying that if you're vegan that you're completely worthless, but also like I actually don't understand how vegans survive. Chat, if there's a vegan in the chat, please say something, because I legitimately don't understand how you eat. Eating anything causes cancer, my guess. Arguably, I would say eating processed foods, like in general, like heavily processed foods, like perfect example, the bologna that you might eat. I think that has a better chance of causing cancer. That's an unholy obelisk of meat that should not exist, okay? God had no hand in its creation, okay? No, like eating heavily processed foods, and this is wrapping back into what I was saying previously about bioavailability. Eating heavily processed foods changes the way that your body interacts with the things in the food. By breaking things down so much, you free up molecules that will interact with your body in a way that normally eating those same ingredients wouldn't have done. It's the concept of like, okay, like everyone needs water to survive, right? So like, all right, we all drink water. Yeah, that's like, duh. But like, all right, but what if I made chemically pure water? You would die if you drank nothing but chemically pure water every day. You would actually like dehydrate yourself because it's so pure it would actually remove from your body like salts and other electrolytes and just blood, whatever, literally anything, because your body wants to try to maintain homeostasis, right? And this water is so pure that like it will literally draw into it anything it can to try to what's the word, like equilibrium, to try to meet equilibrium. So you will actually do damage to yourself by drinking too pure of a water. But at the same time, it's like, all right, well, let's say we broke water down even further than that. I'm going to drink pure hydrogen and pure oxygen. Okay, well, you're going to over-oxygenate yourself, which means your bloodstream is going to instantaneously absorb all that oxygen, and then your eyeballs are going to explode like that one scene in Total Recall, where they're on Mars. And you're going to go blind. Because your body is going to interact with that oxygen, with that pure oxygen, way differently than drinking it as a liquid. Like, you can't just do that. You can't just break things down and be like, this is technically the same thing. You're going to Edward Elric yourself. You're going to put your brother in a suit of armor. We stopped putting radium in toothpaste. We stopped using lead in water pipes. A lot of shit does very easily measurable harm, and we figured out a lot of it over the years. Nowadays, the risks are much lower, much harder to prove, and honestly not worth sweating over. Exactly. Like I said, the big things where it's like, oh, geez, we keep using mercury to make our hats, and everyone that touches these hats die. Maybe we should look into that. Yeah, but like, hey, did you know wearing a hat might technically cause you to die 1 second sooner? Maybe. Okay, I don't care. I'm gonna wear a hat if I want to wear a hat then. You know what I mean? Like that you can't even technically prove that that's technically true. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta not worry about these things, chat. You might die by getting hit by a car before you ever have the chance to die from eating red meat or something like that. But again, I think this is the biggest takeaway. Everything in moderation, chat, including moderation. If you go way too ham trying to do way too much of one thing, it's got to be bad for you, no matter what you do. You're back from ad jail. No idea if you respond to your ramble, but you're talking about wearing hats and you're here for it. That was my response. It's like, oh, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Everything in moderation, chat, including moderation. But with that said, I've given up on this after 2 polls. If mods want to do another poll, they could do another poll. I'm done with the polls. But yeah, ultimately, I think the thing that hurts you the most is eating a lot of processed foods. Things that are like, the more you process it, the more you break it down, the more dangerous it has the potential to be. The less unholy, or the more unholy it becomes. Reasonably, if you want to eat healthier, it doesn't matter if you buy your vegetables from a grocery store, you grow them yourselves. Obviously, growing them yourselves, you have a lot more control over the chemicals that get used and whatever things they might do to them, what nutrients go into them. But also, I understand why everyone here can't literally grow everything they eat. That's the whole point of living in a society. You don't have to literally work every minute of your life just to survive. Well, I mean, you have to do that in a different way. But I mean, literally, it's like if you don't wake up at dawn and your tomatoes get trampled by the storm, you die that year. You know what I mean? It's not the Oregon Trail days. But at the same time, if you're genuinely concerned with those things, I mean, you can grow your own tomatoes and grow your own veggies. You could raise your own cattle. You know what I mean? Like, and that will probably be healthier than eating the stuff that they's filled with preservatives and things like that. Probably be tastier too. But also, there's another risk involved. You're going to butcher your own chickens? What if they have salmonella? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that happen in these grocery stores or in the processing plants that, like, they're so sterile because of codes and things like that, that, like, they check for these pathogens to make sure they don't exist, to make sure you guys don't get listeria, to make sure you don't get, like, Bartonella or friggin' the salmonella or whatever. Yo, Marissa, welcome in, mate. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. You can't just say, you just do the one thing. I mean, you could. I just don't know how long you're going to make it doing the one thing over and over. Like, if you eat nothing but potatoes every single day of your life, you'll probably survive a long time. Like, I'm not saying you're going to die next month. However, you are going to be missing out on key vitamins and nutrients that aren't provided. I know, surprisingly enough, aren't provided by potatoes. Even though, you know, most of them are. I'm just saying. The Martian existed. Martian was based off eating literally nothing but potatoes. But, you know, like, that's what I mean. Like, eating a well-rounded diet is going to make you ultimately more healthy than just sticking to just carnivore or just keto or just this or just, it's like, eat a little bit of everything. I make the joke, and Oob knows this. This is my literal system, chat. And it's not, I can't, like, write it down because it's cheesable, but I eat colors. That's been the way I've acted my entire life. And I'm not talking about I ate a bag of M&Ms, I ate every color, therefore I am healthy. I mean, like, naturally occurring colors. Like, I ate a strawberry today. I ate bread. It's brown and technically white by my standards. I ate a strawberry. That's red. I ate blueberries. That's technically purple, but it also counts as a blue. Things like that. And it's not the concept that you are going to be perfectly healthy by doing this, but more so that you are ensuring that you are eating a wide, what's the word? Disparagens? Wide selection of different things so that you're more likely to cover your nutrients. Won that rainbow diet again. I'm on that rainbow diet. That's literally how I make my decisions. Like, I haven't eaten green for a while. I need to eat some veggies. Broccoli is my go-to green, chat. Broccoli is really good, though. Not raw. It has to be cooked correctly. But broccoli, you can do so much to broccoli, chat. So good. People survived on very limited diets for generations. They also had a lower life expectancy. Exactly. It's not like you can't. It's literally to make your... Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, literally, you could eat the same thing every day, but you're probably going to suffer for it. Grilled broccoli is good. I'm a sucker for steaming broccoli, a little drizzle, just a little bit of butter and garlic on it. Just, it's so tender. It's juicy. And honestly, steaming your vegetables has a lot more, like, health benefits than you know, because it doesn't, like, boiling them, you're removing some of them into the water. You know, no one's going to drink the hot dog water afterwards. But the fact that it tastes like a little bit like hot dog afterwards, that's nutrients from the food in the hot dog. And speaking of processed food, I don't think there's anything more processed than eating hot dogs. Probably don't eat a lot of hot dogs, chat. Yeah, they're tasty. You can do a lot with them, but, like, that is, like, as processed as you get. Like, eating a sausage in a hot dog bun is probably better if you were going to do that. But, you know, like, I digest. Butter and garlic makes anything delicious. Just look at snails. I mean, that is fair. Oh, chat, did I tell you this? I tried escargot for the first time in my life when I was in Wisconsin. And honestly, it was kind of good. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of good. Boiling your food is only good if you plan on drinking the water. But the fact that flavor is imparted on the water lets you know that something of the vegetable is in that water at that point in time. Therefore, you are wasting nutrients that you could be eating. As opposed to steaming them, more or less everything stays in the vegetable. And you're still cooking it, so you're still breaking it down and making it more available to your body. So, like, realistically, steaming your vegetables is, like, one of the healthiest ways to eat your veggies. And in my opinion, it's the cheat code. You can't overcook them. Like, literally try to oversteam your vegetables. Yes, they can get mushy, but, like, they're not going to melt into a puddle like when you boil them. Me recycling your hot dog water, making ice cubes for guests. Remind me to never enter your home ever in my existence. If you offer me water, it's without ice. Honestly, I would probably say that anyway, even without your hot dog water ice cubes, because ice just waters down whatever you drink. And it hits your teeth, like tink, 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 like the sensation of having to, like, siphon your drink between the cubes ruins the drinking experience for me. I'm sorry. If you put ice cubes in anything, you better offer a straw, or it's illegal. You can use boiled veg for... No, that is perfectly valid. And honestly... To a lesser degree, I would agree with using hot dog water if you were going to make a broth or something like that out of it. Because at least that makes sense, and you're recycling. Or you could dehydrate it. I don't know what would be left. What would be left? There would technically have to be something left if you dehydrated the water. Evaporated, I guess is the correct terminology here. Give you a straw with your hot dog cubes. Don't worry. Okay, good. You made it a little bit better. That has the same vibes, Mari, as what was it? There was like an old, not paradox, but like a riddle. Okay, so here's the riddle, chat. Let me know if you guys get to figure out the solution. If you know the answer, like you've heard this one before, don't spoil it. However, you ate rice today. I think that's white, and you think that might be it. You took a nap. Yeah, rice in my color system, rice counts as white even if it's brown rice. Most simple sugar things like bread, cake, etc., doesn't matter what color they are because they're probably artificially colored anyway, count as white in my system. And that largely contributes towards like carbohydrates and sugars. Dehydrated water, so think of astronauts, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here's the riddle, chat, okay? So, we'll say, me and Mari, since Mari's got the hot dog ice cubes, me and Mari are sitting down at a restaurant, and we're both served iced tea with, you know, ice, straws, everything normal. We're both sitting there and, drinking this iced tea. Now, however, we don't understand that someone in the back has nefarious means. They desire to kill one of us, chat. They've poisoned the iced tea. So I will sit here and quickly drink 3 glasses of iced tea, while Mari only drinks 1 glass. Slowly over the time that we are, you know, perusing this restaurant. And then by the time we're ready to leave, Mari doesn't feel well. And then we end up calling an ambulance because Mari has passed away. Gasp! How is it that the iced tea was poisoned, but I drank 3 times as much as Mari, and I'm alive and fine, and Mari succumbed? While you guys riddle that, we're gonna go on a choo-choo ride. Gasp! I'm dead. It's because you put ice cube. Because you put the hot dog ice cubes. It was your fault, Mari. It was your fault. Which that may or may not be a hint to how the riddle is solved, chat. Let's go out here real quick. Antidotes in the second or third glass? That's not the solution. It is the same pitcher of iced tea that's being served to us, and they're just refilling it. It adds flavor. Yes, it technically adds flavor, just not a good one. It taints the flavor with a different flavor, with a wrong flavor, with the forbidden flavor, okay? The forbidden flavor. Hot dog. Oh, how did it happen, chat? How did Mari die and I live? Well, in my experience, the answer to every riddle is time. So is it time? Technically, time is a factor, because we did say over the time that we were there at the restaurant. I drank 3 glasses. Mari only had 1. Oh, you know the answer? Oh? I'm giving chat. Give chat if you think you figured it out. If you think you figured it out, wait like 15 seconds before you post it. It's always time. Whee! They might have targeted someone? Well, they were trying to target, in this instance, Mari for their sins with hot dog ice cubes. However, how did they know they weren't going to kill me? Or did they expect to kill me as well? Ice, ice, baby. For anyone that might be... Alright, if you guys think you know the answer, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it now, because I'm going to reveal it. The answer is, the poison was in the ice cubes. The ice cubes were laced with vile hot dog water poison. And since I drank 3 glasses quickly, the ice never had a chance to melt when they kept bringing me new glasses. However, Mari drank 1 glass slowly. So over the time that they were drinking the 1 glass, the ice cubes filled with the poison slowly perfused out into the drink. And that is why Mari succumbed and I did not. There's a lot of riddles that get solved with ice as well. Like the murder of, like, how did you kill a man with a bullet that left no trace? It's because the bullet was an ice cube or something like that. Didn't they do that in like a what is it, like NCIS or the CSI or something like that episode? The ice bullet. The poison's in the ice, exactly. I mean, it was also a giveaway that was the solution, because, you know, we're talking about poison. I mean, hot dog ice cubes. With that said, let's go fly to our location. I think I have everything I need on me. I think I left the extras in the library, but that's fine. Oh, that's a great riddle. You want to tell? Feel free. I didn't invent this one. I'm not taking credit for this one. I forget where I heard it from, but it's definitely an old riddle. But then you remembered time, exactly. You were going to give the icicle thing as a joke answer? No, it was literally the ice cubes. The poison was in the ice cubes. They dissolved slowly over time. That was the answer to the riddle. And when we get over here, we're going to do a Hecate sleep, even though nothing should be able to spawn. We have our mob switch on and active. But we do a quick sleepies anyway. Noom. We land up here where it's mostly safe. There we go. Honk shoe, honk shoe. Alright, chat. So, if mods want to, we could start a prediction and make it last, like, I don't know, like, friggin' 20 minutes or something like that. But this is where we have built last time. With, I want to say, 2 shulkers of stained glass? Or tinted glass, rather. We need to make it up to there. So, do we think, with the 4 shulkers we have now, that we can make it up to that line? That is the question, chat. That is the question. And with that said, I suppose we should get up there, right? Start placing it. Was prediction whether or not we think the glass we have on us, these 4 shulkers of tinted glass, full to the brim with tinted glass, will be enough to make it up to that line. To basically finish this box out. Because if we can do that, all we have to do is fill this bitch with water and scaffolding. And I think I already have that stuff put aside somewhere. I don't remember where I put it aside if I did. But it should be easy. Easy claps, chat. With that said, I also forgot, what was I talking about before hot dog water became a thing? I know I was talking about colors. Chat, ask me if you want to know more about my weird color diet thing. Because it's not really, like I said, it's not meant to be a diet. It's really just meant to be like I've eaten nothing but rice and bread for the last 5 days. I need to put more variation into my diet, all right? Like that sort of thing. Drown disco, yes, we need to complete the dance floor. If only we could complete it today, that would be fantastic. There has been some casualties. But reasonably, it shouldn't be as bad as I thought to fill this, because all we need to do is do 1 long wall and 1 short wall of solid water, and then it should realistically fill everything in perfectly. Reasonably. And I mean, we've got a god-tier amount of bone meal, so I mean, we should be good there. And then we should have our disco floor, our drowned disco. With that said, though, let's go ahead and put this like this. Organize. Put hello, thank you. And we should be able to pick you up. And then we should be able to just start placing these guys down, right? Chat, I may or may not be absolutely cracked out of my mind right now. I'm full of energy, piss, and vinegar. But I'm all out of vinegar. The color something was something you were taught to pay attention to because different color vegetables can sometimes be a good indicator of different nutrients. Yeah, exactly. That's literally my mentality. It's not that it literally factually means that. It's that reasonably things are made out of different Legos, so to speak, right? And if certain Legos make a different color happen, then you're probably eating a different variation of nutrients. That's literally the concept behind it. Like I said, it's not founded in science. It's founded in the vaguest of concepts, which means as soon as you try to disconstruct it and find loopholes, you can, like, casually. It's not supposed to be it's not supposed to be like, haha, I do this and I win. If I eat M&Ms every day, I will be perfectly healthy. It's like, no, you're gonna die, mate. Like, that's not the point of it. The point of it is supposed to be to make you more aware, to make healthier decisions, not to literally control you as in, no, wait, chat, I can't go to bed tonight. It's about to be midnight and I haven't eaten red. Quick, a strawberry. And then you just like melt like the Wicked Witch of the rest. You got it first time? Let's go. All right, we're going to turn the music up for this one and we're going to listen to the sounds. Ba-ba-ba-ba. This is the sound of silence. Hello, where is it? There we go. All right, jams. We put the glass down and we jam. All right, chat. It's been a hot minute since we've done this, but we could spam some emotes. Let's get the vibes up there, chat. Let's bring the vibes up. Whatever your favorite jam emotes are, let me see them. I'm going to steal some of them. I'm going to steal some of them for our channel. I legitimately do use, when you guys spam emotes, I'd like to be like, that's a good one. I like that one. I'm going to make one like that. Or have someone make someone like that for us. Armadillo. Armadillo damn near killed her. Ah! Ooh. Let's go. Forgot what it was, but I saw like a tweet or something like that. I think it was a tweet, actually. It might have been a TikTok. Where someone was like, when you're crashing out, but the music's still playing, and it's a guy that's got like, basically like fully leaning onto his desk, face palming. But like, through the despair, he just started like, kind of wiggled side to side, because like I guess the music, like he was wearing headphones, so like I guess like the music, the beat dropped, he just couldn't help but jam out. There are days where that's my vibe, where it's just like, I am so frustrated, but at the same time, yeah, but this is a really good song. Jason, tell me what you're chasing. Have a good one, Adea. Thanks for vibing with us, mate. Speaking of what we're talking about, I gotta go things for Puds. Alright. Tell Puds he hopes it has a good stream. Maybe if they're still live when we're done, we'll do a Puds raid. How's that sound, chat? Let me place. Thank you. It would not let me place. Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. Keep on running. Keep on. Keep on. I'm gonna keep on placing glass, chat. I genuinely hope we have enough, but I'm fearful that we might not. I've already went through one inventory's worth. That is one entire shulker has been emptied already. Whoo! Those are some good emotes. I see mine in there. That's why. That's why there's some good ones. I need to get like a glow stick one. Or am I? Chat, this is another point in time where I'm like, I wish so much that I wasn't as capable of holding a secret as I am. Because I desire nothing more than to leak. I yearn to leak, chat. I yearn to leak spoilers of what's coming soon, chat. But I will not. I will save it. It will be better. It will be better. What I have planned will be better. To be a slow trickling of information rather than me blurting it out. Would you be surprised how much easier it is to accomplish something when you try to do it in tune and music? Oh, sure, I could believe it, because you just lock the hell in and you're just vibing. You only subscribe to 3 VTubers, including me. So only 2 others, okay. But you got a lot of gifted subs on other VTubers. I mean, that's fair. Honestly, I get gifted subs to channels that I maybe have never even been to before. I can only imagine that I got, like, dragged through a channel during, like, a what's its name? Like a raid train, and then like woke up the next morning without ever realizing I was in that person's chat. Or Twitch literally do be like, this is a random person, check it out, you got a sub. Because I have seen some random ass people get gifted subs when we get sub bombs in our channel, and like legitimately be like, I've never heard that, like maybe they're a lurker, like they could have been a lurker for a year and I've never seen their name before. Because I do genuinely try not to like look at the who's in chat list unless I'm specifically looking for someone for some reason. And also, obviously, I don't like calling out lurkers because I'm a chronic lurker myself. And if someone's like, I see Potato Fox Plays is in my chat, I would call it, hey Potato, hey Potato, weigh in on this thing. I'm making you speak now, making you say words. Because like sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, chat, the vibe is I just don't have the energy. Like I'm just vibing, I'm just chilling. So like if you call me out like that, you're gonna make me feel like I'm not welcome to lurk in your chat. Just saying. You legit got a random sub from someone random as you let's go. We embodied it, we brought it on. Alright, 1 second, turn the jams back down. Turn the jams back down. Okay, we are on our second shulker box. I don't know if we're gonna make it, chat. That feels like it's so far away. It feels like it's so far away. It's so far away, but maybe it's so close. Maybe it's so close yet so far away. I don't know. Let's see. What was I talking about before? The color diet thing. You know, honestly, chat, I think a lot of the diet things are like a personal pet peeve of mine. Like perfect example, going back to the diet thing. What was it? The keto diet? Chat, do you know what the keto diet, like the whole point of the keto diet is, right? Like, I'm gonna give chat a moment to, like, actually, if you know, like, feel free. Like, there's no spoilers or anything like that. Feel free to post it if you know. But the concept behind the keto diet is effectively to deprive yourself 100% of all sugars. So much so that if you didn't know this, your liver actually stores, like, an emergency store of sugar in case of emergencies. Because, you know, things like your brain literally requires specifically sugar for your neurons to fire correctly. Like, for your brain to physically function, you need sugar. Otherwise, you start not happen. Good things start not good things start happening. And the point of the keto diet is to literally starve your body of sugars, so that you go through that emergency reserve that your liver stores, to the point where your body is forced to burn fat. Forced to fat, chat. Your body is forced to burn fat instead of sugar as a source of energy. And the reason that they call it the keto diet is a byproduct of your body using fat, of breaking down fat, like burning fat, is it releases ketones. And ketones are not a good thing, which is why I don't understand why they call it the keto diet. It's literally like, they would be like calling it like the Hitler Project if you were trying to genocide people. You were literally saying the bad thing. Like, why don't you, if you were going to try to secretly genocide people, why wouldn't you call it, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, something probably would still sound Hitlery, like the Great Purge, or like the cleansing. Oh, the cleansing. Yeah, if you were gonna cause a genocide, but you were trying not to like let people know that you were doing it, like the cleansing or something like that, right? Like, you wouldn't just call it Operation Hitler. You know what I mean? So like, calling it the keto diet is literally using the worst part of this diet and putting it in the name. Because ketones, for anyone that knows anyone that's diabetic, probably already knows what ketones are. In fact, I want to do a quick sleep here, so we're not, getting phantoms and getting knocked down. Why are we giving genocide to? All right, that's fair. No, I'm not trying to. But you know what I mean? Like, genocide, bad. Everyone agree. Hitler, bad. Everyone agree. It's one of those things where if I jump to that and people realize this is a bad thing, oh, we can understand why calling it the Hitler plan does not hide the fact that it's a genocide. You know what I mean? Literally, that was the concept. But with that said, so ketones are bad, chat. Literally, there's no good use to them. They are literally a bad byproduct that your body has no use of. So you just have to remove them. You basically have to just wait for your body to purge them from itself, so you could go back to being normal and healthy. Now, for a normal person, you burn fat every day. Like, that happens. Like, you work it out, you're exercising, you're burning fat. For a normal person, that's great. You're going to get some ketones, you're going to piss them out. You'll be fine. Now, when you start excessively like just shedding ketones. Like, for example, let's say you're diabetic and your body physically cannot burn sugar because you don't have insulin. So then your body needs fuel still, so it starts burning fat. And you start rapidly just forming ketones in your bloodstream. And with that, you get something called ketoacidosis, which is where your body has so many ketones in its bloodstream that your blood basically becomes acid. Not literally, but it becomes more acidic. It becomes harmful. It starts doing damage to nerves, starts doing damage to organs. Like, it starts destroying your body from the inside out. This is literally something you have to fear if you are a diabetic. And it's one of the reasons why diabetes hurts you. Like, yes, having high blood sugar is also bad. Yes, it causes, like, blood sugar problems. Like, diabetes does other things. But, like, one of the big things is diabetic ketoacidosis. And with this ketone diet, you are literally inducing ketosis willingly. Yes, you are a normal functioning human being, so you could just eat sugar and then go back to being normal. So you're not actually at a threat of, like, you know, like the same thing a DKA, like a diabetic ketoacidotic person would be struggling with. But, like, people do the keto diet for, like, a year straight. It's definitely, in my opinion, supposed to be one of those diets that, like, one of those quick burn diets that you do for a couple weeks, you do for a month, and you stop. Because you're definitely not meant to maintain not eating any sugar and burning fat constantly. Like, that is bad for you. Diabetic ketoacidosis. DKA would probably be the easier thing if you're trying to Google search this term. DKA is basically a diabetic person with unregulated diabetes that is excessively burning fats and effectively making their blood acidic. Diabetic, meaning you are diabetes. Keto, as in ketones, acidosis, as in to be acidic. Diabetic ketoacidosis. Your blood is basically becoming acidic because of the sheer amount of ketones inside of them. And with this keto diet, that's literally what you're doing. You're literally starving your body of real sugar to induce ketosis. You have that, hippopotamus-phobia, which is a hard word to learn in English. I couldn't say that probably without, I'd have to train to say that word. But isn't that like the fear of really long words? The irony is not lost on me. That has the same energy as like Kinger being like, I'm afraid of this, while standing right in front of him and going, ah! Immediately getting jump scared by it. Alright, this is the second box down. I don't know if this lunchbox is big enough, chat. I don't know if this lunchbox is big enough. Yeah, that's like the fear, the irrational fear of incredibly long words. Honestly, chat, for a lot of medical words, if you know, like, I don't want to say if you know Latin, but like if you understand the way that the words are formed, you could understand pretty much the condition that the doctors are describing. Like, emia really just means like found in blood. So like if you are anemic, you could break that word down. And anemia is basically the lack of blood present in blood. Which is why, you know, it's like not having enough blood, effectively. But like I'm trying to think of like, so like, I don't know, ketoemia. I made that up. I don't know. There might be a better way of saying that. It's saying like the presence of ketones in your bloodstream. There might be a different way to say that, but like literally that's all that means. So like if you understand what the words mean, you can pretty much understand any medical garble. Sesquiquitophobia is the older, more easily pronounced one, which I still can't pronounce. What's that other one that chat used to always drop in my chat? It's like the one where it's like pneumonia to volcano ash, effectively, where it's like pseudo volcanico asho kamungakitis or whatever the hell it was. That was another really, really, really long one. And that one probably would explain or be able to better explain the thing I'm talking about, where like I understood what that word was without ever having seen it before, just by knowing like all the different words that it was made out of. To say there was like some lung disease caused by volcanic ash or whatever the hell it was. Chat would probably know the word better than me. And I'm definitely not looking for it to copy and paste it. You also love Latin-based scientific terms just because it's word Legos. Yeah, it's literally word Legos. I never thought of it that way. It's literally word Legos. It's literally, if you know what all the individual pieces are, you can literally understand all the words. I love that. I'm going to use that. Word Legos. It's literally word Legos. But yeah, no, that a lot of medical terms are literally just word Legos. You could say the whole alphabet is one word in Dutch. However, in English, it's not possible. Did I do it? I said the whole English alphabet all at once. Faster than anyone else could ever say it. I think I broke a couple records. And maybe the sound barrier. Oh, if you guys are just getting back from ads and hearing me scream into your ears, you're welcome. Welcome back. Oh, I can't, chat. I can't. You said actually no. Your ears are probably just not. Don't worry. It's probably everyone in chat right now. They're not trained enough to pick up the unique audio frequency that would be the utterance of every letter at once. So your brain probably could only process the but you couldn't hear the. So I say I slowed it down a little bit there, but I still went through every single letter. But even then, like the untrained ears cannot fathom how fast I just uttered the English alphabet. Moment. Alphabet moment. Is that the second one? I don't feel like we're halfway there, chat. I don't feel like we're halfway there. But maybe we're living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. This is going to be another week, isn't it? This is going to be another week of me AFKing to get another 8 shulker boxes. I'm very concerned for my life, chat. I want to be free from the stained glass. You're talking to a producer who's trained his ears for years. Not trained enough, apparently. Not trained enough. Literal skill issue. Honestly, I would say out of everything, my ears are probably the least trained things on my body. Besides my mouth. That thing just yaps. That thing just vomits out words without thinking. It's gotten me into some trouble, chat. But yeah. What are y'all up to? What'd y'all do this weekend? I'm trying to think of what else that I've done. I saw Superman. We talked about that. Oh, Oob finally saw Sonic 2 the other day. We watched Sonic 2. I think it was the last day of it being on Netflix. So we broke down and we're like, yeah, we gotta watch it. And honestly, I'd forgotten a lot of stuff in it. I had forgotten a lot of the stuff they did. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah, it's I have not seen the third one yet, which I think that's the reason that we were watching the second one, because I hadn't seen the third one, but Oob didn't want to just watch, obviously. Wouldn't expect them to. Just watch the third one without having seen the second one. But now Oob's caught up, so we could watch the third one. Maybe we could watch it on Discord. We could do a Discord stream. Oh yeah, that's right, you saw Fantastic Four. Ooh, thank you for the sub. Was that from a monkey gifted?
I saw Fantastic Four, and
or did you legit just legit subscribe on your own? Because that's not a Prime. I'm confusion. How many months of subs would you have left over from that? How long did Monkey... Did you have like a year subscription to the channel for Monkey? How many months do you have left on that? Or is Twitch just broken and fully Oob affected at this point, and you just actually have an unlimited subscription? You're just perpetually draining Monkey's bank account without them realizing. Isn't Twitch pushing that more on people now? Like, I don't know, because I don't see the ads for this, but, is Twitch, like, pushing multi-month subs now on like, let me know, like, if anyone else has noticed this, because I've heard people talking about this, where Twitch is, like, supposedly pushing multi-month subs on people now, instead of, like, single-month subs, or gifted subs. They're just sitting there like, hey, if you could subscribe for 6 months and save money, instead of, you know, subscribing every month or whatever, like, something like that. Because honestly, there was a point in time where I was on Twitch that I didn't even know multi-month subs were a thing. Like, obviously now I'm aware of them. But, like, there was a point where I'm like, what do you mean they gifted you a sub for the last 3 months and they've not done it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. My brain can't comprehend this. And, now it's like, well, obviously, now it's obvious. But, like, I don't know. Also, and this is something I think I can only do once a year, so I'm saving it for a special occasion, but I think we can lower prices for subs for our channel specifically for like a limited amount of time. Like for the next 20 hours, if you buy a sub in this channel, it's only $4 instead of $5, something like that. And I can only use that for X amount of hours, I think. Like I get X amount of hours a year of discounting subs. So I'll probably save that for like a subathon so that you guys can like, you know, get more out of it, so to speak. You could pay for multiple months at once, but you don't know that because you don't do that. Wait, I completely didn't read that correctly. You could pay for multiple months at once, but I don't do that because I don't know how long I could stick to a community. I mean, that's fair. Honestly, that's like buying a year of a service that you've never used before, where you're like, I don't know if I want a year of this service. I would like to start out by trying it. Maybe if I know after a year of me using it that, like, I'm going to keep using it for another year, that, yeah, at that point in time, then I'll buy it for a year, because then obviously I know I'm going to be sticking around. But, like, honestly, I think the only subscription service that I ever did that with was Amazon Prime, and they screwed me for it. Because it used to be back in the day where, like, you'd pay $50 a year. I know, crazy, right? When Amazon was only $50 a year. Where you could pay $50 a year, otherwise you were paying, like, whatever it was, like $5 a month. So you were saving, like $10 or something like that. Which was like 20%. Like, you were saving a good chunk of money by buying it annually. And honestly, every year I would just pay the $50 because I would use the services that Amazon provided. Then they started adding crap that I didn't use. And then they started making it more expensive. And I'm like, hey, I don't mind if you add crap I don't want, but I don't want to pay more for the crap I'm not using. So they're like, okay, what if we added stuff you will use? Like, they started adding weekend delivery or next day delivery. And I'm like, okay, there are points and times where that has been useful. Maybe not necessarily worth. We're on our last box, and I don't think we're making that distance with one more box. I'm just saying, I don't think so. But then they started removing those features, but still raising the prices. And I think the last straw, which the chat has definitely Did I pick up that box? I did, okay. Which Chad has definitely heard, was when they started putting ads on the videos, because the two services that I use from Amazon, I only use two pretty much, was the Prime shipping. That was the big one from day one. That was the Prime shipping. And then once Prime Video came out, I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's basically like Netflix for Amazon. And I'm already paying for Prime, so yeah, okay. Like Invincible, stuff like that, like The Boys, like, yeah, okay. Has Been Hotel, like, you know, they were stuff like, yeah, okay, I'm going to use it. Then they started saying, hey, we know you paid for this for a year. You paid like $120, whatever the hell it cost. And you already paid for no ads for your Prime. But we want more money for no reason. So we're going to charge you $5 extra a month to remove these ads. Otherwise, you get ads. And I literally was like, I already paid for a year of no ads before you changed it. You can't just bait and switch me. So they're like, yeah, eat a dick. We don't care. And they tried to tell me that I literally couldn't remove them. So I'm like, all right, refund me my year. And they're like, okay, well, how about if we give you $20 back? I'm like, nope. I want however many months are back. If I paid $120 and there's 6 months left, I want $60 back. And like, well, we could do $20 and I'm like, nope. One or the other. I will call the FCC right now. I will call the BBB. I will make it my life's mission to cause whatever sort of dent that I could in the proverbial car of Amazon. I will find a way to slash your tires, Jeff Bezos. Look, the one spider. And it's a jockey of all things. And I hit him from up here. Let's go. Get wrecked, scrub. That's our one guy that could spawn. Now that we're up here, it's only going to spawn, I guess, like in there or on that one spot down there, because there's pretty much nowhere else that's going to be in spawn radius. It's happened multiple times that you subscribe to someone, then within the month they stop streaming, so you stop your stream. That's fair. That's 100% valid. Honestly, I've been on Twitch long enough to unfortunately see so many people that I knew come and go. Like, when we started 4 or 5 years ago at this point, when we started like 5 years ago, there are so many content creators that I watched every day that were in our community, that hung out with us, that are just gone. And some of them, you know, they announced like, you know, hey, this Twitch thing ain't working out. Like, I can't make a living doing, which, I mean, obviously. Like, I never expected when I started to make a living doing Twitch. In my opinion, if Twitch could pay for itself, like it's a hobby that could pay for itself, I was content with that alone, so that I could keep giving you guys cool new things and not have to break my own personal bank for it. And I feel like we've hit that milestone effectively. Like, it pays for itself, so to speak. But like, you know, if I could make a living off of it, yeah, sure, I would love to. But I never got into it with that in mind. But there are content creators that I knew that, like, they were hopeful, you know, like they didn't get a job and they made Twitch their full-time job. And eventually, you could only live so long without not having an income, like a serious income, you know. And they might have had situations where it's like, you know, maybe they were living with their parents and then, you know, they grew old enough where their parents are like, yeah, you can't live in my basement for free anymore, bitch. You got to pay me something. Like, that's what, like, you know, eventually they grow out and they're like, all right, I can't do both at the same time. I can't be a full-time Twitch person and also have a full-time job to pay for myself. And they, you know, they had to step away. In fact, a couple people in this channel might know Draco. I don't know how many people we might have lurking. I'm not gonna call out any lurkers or anything like that, but we still have a couple people from that whole community that they had to like just get a job and be like they had a kid. They had a life, you know what I mean? They couldn't do Twitch full time. They had to support their family, and it was sad to see them go. But like, you know, they got to do what they got to do. And then there's other people that have like literally just up and vanished, like content creators, like even from the Underdog days, back in the day when me and Oob were on the team Underdog. There, I can't tell you how many of the Underdogs have just gone. Like, I think Mr. Holmes streamed the other day. Like, I think they did like a Lego kit or like a model kit or something like that. Like, I was surprised because I was at work, so I didn't get the notification until after I was out of work. But it was like Mr. Holmes went live, and I'm like, the Mr. Holmes? What? Yo? And I went and checked it out afterwards, and it was like a little hour-long stream or whatever. But they went live after like 2 years of like being well, maybe not radio silent. Like they're probably on their Discord and stuff like that every so often. But like, and then there are other content creators from like the hardcore days where like Sirius, bro. I remember watching Sirius when they were like, you know, like a 2-viewer Andy like us back in the day. And then they grew, I don't think they ever hit Twitch Partner, but they were close enough to hit Twitch Partner, like 75 average consecutive viewers sort of thing. I think they jumped the gun and just like applied too soon instead of waiting like the X amount of months that they recommend you do so. And then they got shot down and then dejected them and they didn't apply again. And then life happened. You know what I mean? Welcome in, Eva. The people you support have never have that many viewers, but it's because you're in such smaller communities. No, yeah. Honestly, chat, I've said this before. I would love to be famous enough to do this for a living, to be able to create content for everyone as a job. That sounds so fun, to be that blessed. But also at the same time, I'd kind of be afraid of it, chat. Like I'm low key. Like I would keep the facade, right? Like I'd keep the act up, right? Like I'd pretend big streamer unfazed by big numbers, but at the same time, like I would genuinely be afraid. Like I would genuinely be afraid of like not being able to keep up a chat with people that have been here since day one, not feeling like they get that same community connection that we have, like where I could read your message, respond to it, and have a conversation about it, right? You know what I mean? With a chat going a mile a minute. Like I don't know how streamers do that, and I think the answer is that's the neat thing. You don't. Like I think that's the answer. Like they don't. They just catch a glimpse of a message every so often and riff off of it. But like for the most part, like that's it. Like they don't have that connection with their community. They probably do other things, right? Like being a Discord, things like that, etc., where they have a chance to like kind of talk more one-on-one with people. But for the most part, it's like you are a blob. The community becomes a blob that is supported. And I think there's its own benefits and fun that could be had with that. But at the same time, like, scary. It's scary to think about, chat. I think there would be a lot of good we can do and a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't want to leave behind. But I can't lie in saying that I would feel intimidated. Chat, we are definitely a lot closer, but my God, I think I need like another 4 shulkers. No. No, chat, we need so much more. All right, but with that said, I do think we are way more than halfway there, which means reasonably I might only need like another 2 or 3 shulkers, which means in 1 more week, if I do exactly what I did this week, just between shrams, I think we can make it. I think we can make it happen. Remember the first time you got appreciation you deserved from a streamer? He was like, oh my God, I got the real subscription. Thank you so much. And he was in tears. Honestly, I still remember our first subs. I still remember our first hype train. In fact, I think our first hype train ever is one of the most viewed clips on our channel. Like, actually, legitimately. Because, like, you guys legitimately made me, like, cry. Because it was just one after the other. We had never had a hype train before. And just one after the other, people were just pouring in with bits, tips, subs. It was just like, but why? Like, I was planting potatoes or something. I'm like, what did I do? And then I think at some point it was just you guys trying to bully me into crying more. And then I remember, I think the biggest hype train we ever had was the Golden Kappa train. We were playing, what was that game? A difficult game about climbing? We were playing a difficult game about climbing, and you guys triggered a hype train. And then it was a Golden Kappa train, and everyone freaked out. And I think that was the largest hype train we hit. And I'm trying to remember, I think we hit level like 13 or 16. It was double digits. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite you. Welcome in, Satan. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, mate. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how bigger streamers do it. I guess if we ever got there, I would figure it out. Because if anything, I would like to think that I'm adaptable. My superpower, if you would, is that I can always formulate a plan for anything. So I would find a way, chat. I would find a way. And I've not needed to find a way, so I've not dedicated brain cells towards it. Speaking about difficult games about climbing, would you like to play? I want to play Peak. I just want to find like 3 other people that I know I could play it with, because I want to find like, not to disparage chat or anything like that or our community, but like I want to play it for the first time for like a YouTube video, like because I've not played it. I've not spoiled myself on its mechanics or the story or whatever. And I kind of want to play it with a bunch of other people that either haven't played it before or that like know how. I don't want to say like I don't want to say fake, but like know about leaning into the bit and knowing about not spoiling it, sort of thing, so that we can make a funny video out of it. What is Peak? It's a game where you climb a mountain with friends. That's all I know about it. I think the concept is like think of like your plane crashed on like an island, and for some reason you decided to go climb the mountain. I don't know more than that, genuinely. And it's got like real-time physics, and you're climbing a mountain with friends. And I guess you could be a menace, and you can die, or you could like succeed. I don't know. It's like one of those games like Chained Together or Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, but multiplayer. And I think that is all of our glass, chat. Let's take a fly and see how far we've made it. For anyone that gambled that we would, I'm sorry, you definitely lost all your points. That is significantly far, but I think we were like around here when we started, and we made it all the way up to here. So reasonably, yeah, I think I need another 4 shulkers to finish that gap. 4 would probably be more than enough, but we also do need a roof, so we need to go a little bit higher. And then we'll need, like, the chutes off the sides, which don't need to be made out of tinted glass, but we're going in for it. We may as well do the flex. So I think another 4 shulkers will do it. You got Peak recently, you played it with another community, but you barely know any spoilers. I mean, that's fair. And like I said, I want to play it. Once I play it for the first time, I want to play it with the community. Guaranteed, 100%. However, the first time I play it, I want to play it with content creators. This way we can just specifically make it with content in mind to make it like a YouTube video. So like maybe like me, Oob, maybe Kira, maybe I can get Jagger to play, because Jagger has played before. But maybe this is the first time we can get a Jagger Potato collab going. Ooh, maybe. Something like that. Get another content creator. I don't know. It's 4-player, right? Is it more than 4-player? Because more than 4-player, I want to get everyone in there. I want to get as many people in there as I can. Well, then after we've played it and like the first time play, so to speak, has been used, then at that point, yeah, we could play Peak on like a Tater Day stream or something like that with everyone. Trying to make an anti-bird wall? Yeah, making a Philza wall. No, this is going to be a tank for Drowned. Effectively, we're making a giant bubble column here so that Drowned gets siphoned to the top so that we could basically farm chicken jockeys. We have to do it in a very, 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 very specific way. Otherwise, the drowned chicken jockeys will immediately dismount underwater. And this farm is a farm that I've designed. I don't know if someone has made a more efficient farm. I have not seen anyone make specifically a drowned jockey farm. So we'll have to see. But I think that there is probably going to be the it of this. So we can, you know what we can do, chat? Everyone likes the just chatting parts of these streams. We could literally just go vibe and just chat. Maybe do some like Wordle and stuff like that. We haven't done Wordle in a hot minute. And then like farm Amethyst here and there. Oh, that reminds me. We had a fatality, chat. It was while I was grinding. Honestly, for a whole week of grinding 8 shulker boxes worth of Amethyst. Oh, wait, actually, wait. We might not be done. I think I have I think I found a supply of them. I think we had a bunch of crystals still in our storage system. We might have some more we could put down today. I don't think it's going to make the difference. There are more efficient. Why am I lagging? Hello, OBS, chill your tits. I don't like this. Last time it did this, OBS crashed. Think we're good? But let's see. We might have a bunch of crystals we could still use. We just gotta buy some glass. Let's go get the crystals. Get some crystals for me. We do have a handful of them. So I could technically use all of these, and I could technically use all of these. We could break these down, chat. These will technically turn into more crystals. Alright, we're not out of the game yet, chat. I don't think we're gonna finish it. I don't think we're gonna have enough to finish it. Can you lick my eyes? No. I bite. They're probably salty and starchy. Did I have another box of glass? I might have had another shulker of glass. Let me go see, because we're gonna have to buy a bunch anyway. I would like to have glass. I mean, we have some there, but we don't have another box. I may as well do this just to make the room. And grab the glass. Give me the glass. Give me the glass. Give me the garbage. Alright, fly. Let's go buy a bunch of glass. And see how much more we can make. Actually, you know what? Before we do that... Uno momento. Let's grab this out. And let's do this real quick. Where is the best place to place these? I guess right here is fine. We're gonna break all these down into delicious, delicious crack. Delicious crystal meth. You can see where I was crafting these before. Have 8 more. There we go. And then we could break this down. I think the best way to do this is like just going in a line like this. Where I keep it at like just barely out of reach so I don't break the floor beneath it. Like that. I think that was the strat. This is Fortune 4, whatever it is. Fortune 3. Fortune 3. Yeah, Fortune 3. We got the Fortune 3. We're getting as much... This is like a stack and change. This is actually going to be a good chunk of Amethyst. Like, I might legitimately need to put down this shulker box just to offload the Amethyst we pick up. I don't think it's going to be enough to finish the farm today, sadly. But that just means next Tuesday we'll finish it. Because this Thursday is going to be the Laugh You Lose. And honestly, if we AFK up at our normal spot, the Amethyst will definitely fully grow by then. So we can 100% farm a big chunk, probably like another this amount, whatever we're getting here, from that stream alone. So we're kind of doing two things at the same time. Where we're going to be farming Amethyst while we do the You Laugh You Lose, effectively, even without meaning to. Oh, and I still broke one. Please give. I think that's correct. Alright. That is almost... That's a good chunk of Ammy. Oh, I have more tinted glass. I didn't even use all the tinted glass, apparently. I still had half a shulker's worth. Huh, okay. Well, we're gonna go back and use it right now. But, this is probably already more than enough. Can I take all of you, and you, and tinted glass me away? Tinted glass me away. Grab the rest of you. You can see how expensive this is, chat. Oh, we actually could use more glass. Okay, let's get some more glass. And we can make almost another stack of tinted glass. Grab some Emmys. That should be enough. And grab some more glass from our boyos. Give me the glass. Use this to repair our stuff while we're here. Again, I'm confident if I got 4 shulker boxes worth in a week, I think by next week we could have this farm finished. And once we have the glass, I mean, like, building the mechanism and everything like that is like literally building a flying machine. It's like quick. So, like, it should not be a problem to finish up on that stream. And after we place all the glass that we have, we'll do some... I almost said Sudoku. We'll do some Wordle and stuff while we just chat and vibe for the last portion of the stream. And then maybe I'll get burrito tonight without having to worry about spending the 9 o'clock stream. Because I feel like every Tuesday where I'm like, I'm not going to do a super long stream, guys. We're going to have a normal stream. We end up streaming till like 9 o'clock at night. And then I'm in pain. That should be more than enough glass. I'm out of Emmys. Let's do one of these. And that's literally it. I suppose I could just put the rest of you in there for now. And these are just empties, right? Which, funny enough, I'm going to leave them here. Hear me out. I'm going to leave them here. Because I think my ender chest is full. So I'll leave these to fill up with glass in future. And I'll take these with us. Actually, we don't need to I guess we do. It's got 2 whole more in it, chat. Where are my fireworks? Thank you very much. Let's fly. We will need to pick up some more fireworks, actually. So let's do that, and we could put our fortune boy away. Ba 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 ba. I'm going to have to make more, which means I need more inventory space. You just go back away for a moment. Fireworks. Please, createy. Easy claps. Alright, chat. Let's do it. We'll do a quick honk shoe. Make sure we don't spawn any phantoms. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da dum bum. Whee! And then how about this? If mods want to give chat, now that it's been like an hour or so, if mods want to give chat another chance at the poll for the next letter of the hint or the amount of letters in the word, then feel free, but I'm not going to do it. Mods have to go through the pain. And if you guys tie again, I'm not giving you the hint this stream, period. End of story. I probably don't have to waste this many fireworks. I could probably get there literally on the one. But I probably will have to waste one more firework to get enough elevation to get to the top. Maybe if I time it perfectly. If I 35 perfectly, I can get up there without another firework. Oh, I missed it barely. I saw the reflection of me. I could have pulled that off. I saw my reflection, chat, and was like, I landed. I missed it. I technically got high enough. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. I was gonna play some glass, but then I got high. Alright. Let's play C Glassy. Me placey glassy. Me placey glassy. Me placey glassy. Let's see. Later this week. So Thursday stream. So first and foremost, Wednesday stream we're gonna attempt a Beat Saber sesh. It might be really short. It might literally be less than an hour of me trying, and if lag happens, me going back to the drawing board. Thursday stream will be the You Laugh You Lose, so you guys will have familiar company there. And then if we get Beat Saber working, Friday will be Beat Saber stream, normal Beat Saber stream. If we didn't get it working, I'm probably going to spend Friday trying to fix it. So that'll mean like me and Oob potentially just like beta testing, doing things here and there. Potentially testing out if the lag is a Discord related thing. Because like, let's face it, chat, if we do no mods besides custom songs on Wednesday and it lags anyway, like even without the camera mod and all of that, then chances are it's probably the Discord stream, like encoding and uploading to Discord servers that's doing it. And I might be able to find a fix for that, but the only way that I'll be able to test that is playing without Discord. You know what I mean? Like playing without streaming it to Discord. So in that instance, I would probably just, you know, do that. Sacrifice, you monster. How could you? And then let's see. But if it does work, then we'll be adding mods little by little. Doing did the modulation work that time? I see the voice changer worked on my side. So do you guys hear it? Wub 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 wub. It worked that time? I think it worked that time. So if it does work on Wednesday, then Friday will hopefully be normal Beat Saber stream. If it doesn't work on Wednesday, then like I said, it's gonna be a time while we fix it. And then I think Saturday, I've decided, is going to be a rest day, chat. I originally started with the concept of only 2 rest days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, being my exercise rest days. But as of late, I do feel like I'm not, like, fully recovering my energy. Like, feel how, like, bouncy and happy and everything I am now. That's because I took Saturday off. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like to ensure quality assurance, for quality assurance, I'm going to make sure I just take Saturday to be a day off. Like, I'm not going to stream, I'm not going to exercise, that's going to be like a me day. And honestly, I'm still going to get work done. You're lurking, by the way, I appreciate the lurk bait. I'm still going to get work done, but like, and I'm still going to do like my reps or whatever, but I'm not going to like focus on like content creation, like streaming, Beat Sabering, like things like that. Yeah, da-da. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba. I love how Automod is now clapping bots. It gets even better. What gets better than that, chat? When you don't even have to lift a finger and Automod just yeets bots out of existence. But yeah, so Saturday I've decided is going to be the third day. And then it's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And also, this is a nice stretch, chat. That makes sure that, like, you know, it's like work a day, don't work a day, work a day, don't work a day, like that sort of thing. But at the same time, like, no lack of content for y'all, because you're basically getting a stream every day, but Saturday. You know what I mean? And maybe, it doesn't necessarily have to be no stream on Saturday. Maybe we do that Discord stream and we watch Sonic 3, for the first time. And we watch Sonic 3 with Keanu Reeves as Shadow, the Edgelord. You know what I mean? And that's not exercise. Could be a thing. Ooh, we could turn it up. Yee. I'm sad that the Beat Saber map for this song was kind of meh. And the ghost of the boulevard, littered with lonely hearts, litty like a graveyard, once was a postcard. When you lose your wonder, and you can't remember when we were living in the days of I explode. I exploded. You pushed the explosion button. My nose is the explosion button. Oh, I'm out. I'm out. Nope, wait. I got a little bit more. I got 2 more. I got 2 more, chat. In the days of... Ooh, that was almost a perfect. I'm gonna ruin it by putting the last one in. Yeah, I'm not far, but I'm definitely not getting there today. We can go home and see how many amethysts have growed in just the time, you know, we've been screwing around at like, you know, open stream. We might have a handful more, but definitely not enough. Definitely not enough to finish. And that is definitely all of the glass, or at least all the stained glass. You wonder, you can't remember. We fly, chat. We fly home. But we can do, if we want, we can, I can show you the AFK closet that I've crafted for myself. It's very impressive. You're going to be so very impressed when you see what I've been living in for the last week. You could see the AFK closet. And then, we could do some YLYL. Why only when I fly to these specific chunks does OBS decide to eternally shard itself? And it's not recovering. Hello? Okay. It's weird. It doesn't recover unless I, like, pause the game with a real pause. Last time this happened, OBS crashed. Stop crashing. Uncrashes your OBS. I don't have there's no reason for this to be happening right now. Stop it. OBS, chill your tits. The game is literally paused. We good? We good? Think we good? I think we good. I don't know why. My little hat is too powerful, chat. I don't know why. Apparently, like, Goon Closet's too powerful, too. But it seems recovered now. It seems it got a chance to catch up. It's just coming into our spawn chunks for some reason. I don't know what's here that's causing it. But something. So we go downstairs. Hello. We go downstairs to where our crystal geodes are. We're good. Alright, OBS has unsharded itself. And you can see we've got a couple crystally boys. There was one that was up here somewhere that unfortunately I broke. I was trying to, like, harvest a crystal, and I didn't realize that I guess I was, like, clicking through it, and I broke the actual amethyst bud itself. It's the only casualty we've had, and I'm sad. And since then, I've been incredibly careful. But this is my AFK closet, chat. I have been in here for a week. I have been literally like in here, and I don't need this door, but it makes me feel safe, chat, okay? It makes me feel safe. Because, I don't know, an Enderman could teleport in here, and maybe if I'm just sitting here like this, it could walk in front of me and cross eyes and then slap my tits while I'm AFK or something like that. I don't know. It is my gats 100%, and because of that specifically, I almost went and crafted a diamond pickaxe specifically for amethyst harvesting. But I found a different strat, which I could show you. Is you don't mine it fully, like that. You partially mine it, and then when you tap it, it breaks. So you partially mine it, and then you tap it effectively. This way, if you were missing that, and I've been really careful about making sure, like, I don't know, here, it's easier to see. See that bounding box? I pretty much don't aim for the crystal. I aim for the bounding box now. Because as long as you hit that bounding box, you're good. But yeah. It has been, also I've memorized the shape of a perfectly finished crystal. I also try to make sure that when I click, the block behind it isn't the bud. So that even if I accidentally click again, it doesn't break the block behind it. Like this, by like lining myself up that way. But my strat to do this quick is basically turn on F3 and B, so I have hitboxes on, come up to the top, and go from the top down. Yo, B, welcome in, mate. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. So, like, literally come up here, break as many of them that are fully formed up here, which doesn't look like a lot of them for right now. The one underneath there is not. Hello, please allow me up. Hello, please allow me up. There was one down here, though. And then we just work our way down to all the crystals. And then once we are down on the floor, we just open F5. And if we see blue lines, we know we missed one. So there we go. We just pick up all the boys we dropped. And then we go to the next cluster. And we rinse, wash, repeat. Effectively like that. You're in pain, but okay? No! Hopefully just normal aches and pains of a hard day's work and not like you broke your leg or something. Never understood why that was like a word of encouragement. Like, break a leg out there. You want me to hurt myself? Like, I'm like, how is that encouraging? You just want me to hurt myself so that you can be victorious. You son of a... But yeah, literally, the strat is go from top and work down. Just makes it easier so you're not like backtracing constantly to keep getting the same things. Get up here. Break all these top boys. Break the top boys. Break the top boys. I don't think there was any down there. And you can see I perfectly have channels to do exactly what I'm doing here. And break all these boys nice and easy with no stress. No stress whatsoever. I swear to God, that one just grew in front of me. And some of these literally will grow right in front of you. You think you originated with an actors, but you don't remember what? Think it originated with actors, with the break a leg thing? Yeah, but I don't know why. Because, like, there's no point in time where you're like, you want to break a leg. You know what I mean? You worked on a badly sprained ankle before, so I'll be fine. I mean, you shouldn't do that. You'll just exacerbate it. You'll just masturbate it. You don't want to masturbate a sprained ankle. It just gets worse after that. Was this one fully did? No, it wasn't. I thought I saw another one. We'll get down here. No more down here. And then we just collect all the blue lines. And that's it. And with that, one harvest got us 3 stacks and change. So then we'll go down here. And this is literally what I was doing. Just come back down here. We grab a shulker box if we don't have one already. These should all be empty. But why not just fill this one while we're here. And do this. And then we go back into the goon closet. That's literally what I've been doing for a week, shit! This has literally been what I've been doing for a week while we wait. But, you know, since I'm physically actively, like, paying attention, I think we could do a better view, like maybe being up here like this. No, maybe down here would be better. Yeah, like this. And we can just leave that like that while we do some heckin', some what's its words. That one's a full boy. That one's a full boy. Yeah. There we go. We can leave these to grow while we do a Sudoku. Not literally a Sudoku. That one's also a full boy. See, this is the problem with me paying... My OCD won't let me just leave them, because here's the reason why. If they stay full, then we're wasting a growth stage on that side of the bud. All right, I'm going to ignore it, chat. This is why I had to put the door on. Because every time I saw one, I would have to do this. It's not efficient to do it one at a time. You turned out okay? Your ankle's only moderately screwed up. Not from that injury. I believe saying it was good luck that would bring bad luck. So effectively, you're like... It's like basically saying, like... I intentionally hope a bad thing will happen to ward off a bad thing from happening. Okay, I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. It's being like a superstitious thing. Like if you say, I hope a bad thing happens to you, this way you're aware of it so a bad thing doesn't happen, or something like reverse Murphy's Law or something like that. Yeah, like a knock on wood. Yeah, but knocking on wood... Was knocking on wood supposed to be like you hitting your head against wood or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, knocking on wood is supposed to be like, acknowledge superstition so it goes away and leaves you alone, as opposed to not paying attention and it might sneak up on you. Like, that sort of thing. Let me open browser real quick, and we can do a heckin' wordy. A heckin' wordle. We haven't done this for a hot minute, chat. What do we start with? What's our starting word? Also, let me see. Can we see some crystals if I move... If I move that way? I think we get like 4 or so clusters in on the screen there. Or is that a better cluster? Oh, no, that's better. Yeah, like that. Well, I know, the funny thing is if I remove the browser, I'm staring at a wall. But because the browser's taking up half the screen, you see more amethyst in the side there. Strap is always your go-to. Not bad, but it only has 1 vowel. My trick so far, because we're undefeated in Wordle, chat. Collectively. Definitely not me by myself. My strat is getting as many vowels into the first word as possible, which is why I always thought ado was such a genius word, because it's so many vowels. But the bot always says that, like, plate or something like that is, like, the ideal starting word. Potato, if you would try to roast me as hard as you can, what would you say? I don't know. Like, I feel like roasts are hard to do without actively really knowing the person, right? Like, you guys probably know me better than I know you, because obviously, like, I'm the one putting my personality out on a plate, right? Like, for your entertainment. Do I not entertain you? Like, that sort of thing. As opposed to chatters, like, sure, you might come in and share, like, the things you do during the day, but, like, that doesn't mean I know you personally. Like, I don't know, like, necessarily what you do, like what your ticks are, like what makes you tick, so to speak. Like, I might know hobbies, but it's like, haha, look at you, like in Minecraft, like a scrub. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to roast someone, truthfully, without just being, like, superficial thing, which, in my eyes, a roast is never good when it's all superficial jokes. Unless it was, what's its name? They want to throw you in a well. Oh my god, rest his soul. What was that actor's name? As soon as someone says it, I'm going to recognize it, because it's on the tip of my tongue. Oob will 100% know who I'm talking about. Died way too young. I think he died of cancer, didn't he? Terrible, terrible thing. It's like pancreatic cancer or something like that. Like, really, like, not a good way to go. It was the roast of the guy from Full House. What was that guy's name? I'm so bad with names, chat. I'm terrible with names. But, knock on wood heavily contracts Bob. It was the roast of Bob Saget. But what was the actor's name that is, like, on the tip of my tongue? That was like, they want to throw you down a well. Like, the roast was so intentionally not funny that it was hilarious. Because the only people that got it were people that understand how much you needed to know comedy to understand how unfunny it was. Norm Macdonald, that's it, yes. Norm Macdonald, rest his soul. Absolute genius. Yeah, that guy. That's the only guy that pulled it off. That pulled off a roast with superficial comedy that wasn't funny, because that was the joke. It wasn't funny. And the funniest thing in my eyes watching that roast in retrospect was listening to the audience be like, ha ha ha, ha ha, the funny guy, that's definitely funny, right? He said funny thing? That was the funny part, right? Like, I'm laughing, I don't understand the joke. Is this supposed to be funny? Like, they're all laughing, but meanwhile, like, the comedians that were, like, on the roast were dying laughing, because they understood after a minute what he was doing and how bad it was, but the audience was not in on the joke. So they're just like, haha, I don't want to not be a part of the funny, so I'm also laughing, but this doesn't feel funny to me. Oh my god, it's so good. You know some ways to roast people that would work every time? Just make them believe they don't have friends. Greatest roast of all time. Second being Gilbert Gottfried's drink bit. Also, yeah, I know. We lost so many good people. Honestly, all those people. Well, yeah. Did we lose Norm Macdonald and Gilbert Gottfried in the same year? It was last year, right? I know it was post-COVID, but I don't remember all of those terrible years kind of blurred together. Personally, you just preheat the oven and prepare butter and herbs. Garlic and butter were the hacks. If I were to roast you, my gats, I think I would add a little bit of butter and a good chunk of garlic. But no, I don't know. I feel like I need time to prepare to do a proper roast. And I think I need to like know someone on like a personal level, not so that I can use like personal information. Cause I think that like, you don't want to go too personal. You want to be like public personal, like a personal thing that is unique to that person, but that everyone knows. If you pull out inside jokes that are between you or like trusted secrets, you're just an asshole. I'm sorry. We lost Norm in 21 and Bob and Gilbert in the next year. Okay. I knew they were close to one another. I didn't realize how far it's been from now. All right, chat. First word. I want to do a do, but I'm open to listening to chat. And we could always try B's strat. Maybe strap's the strat. Strap. Strap on or strap off? What do we do, chat? What do we do? Which one do we do? Bam, 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 bam. I'm going to take a sip of water while chat discusses. While chat that formulates plans. You need to find a way to show off your dress without revealing identifying features because you want to show it off to you. Well, I mean, I don't know what kind of dress it is specifically. So, like, I don't know if you need to show, like, from toes to nose, so to speak, to show it off in its entirety. But, I mean, you can always, like, just crop your face out. Put yourself on, like, a blank black wall so there's no identifying features of, like, you know, like your house or your address or something like that in the background. But, like, if you don't want to show off, like, I don't know, like, let's say it's revealing in the bust area, to be polite, and you don't want to show off stuff like that, which I could totally understand, because a lot of dresses can be very revealing. One thing I could recommend is if you want to put, like, something underneath it. I don't want to say, like, wear a Zentai suit, but, like, you know, like, literally, like, basically wear a shirt beneath the dress and then wear the dress over it. Yes, I know that's not how you would wear the dress, but it wouldn't reveal you while still showing off the dress, because the dress would be the outermost layer. But I wouldn't really be able to offer much in that. It's like perfect example. Like, I want to take pictures of my progress with working out. If anything, just so I can see where I started and where I ended up. And I thought about, like, eventually showing chat my figure so that chat could be like, wow, you did good. But at the same time, like, how do I take a picture of that without literal, like, kind of the same thing like you be. Like, how do I take a picture of myself and show chat without taking a picture of myself and showing chat? Like, that sort of thing. It's actually modest. You have a modest style. I mean, that's fair. But like I said, I know some dresses can be very open in that regard. Actually do wear a cute blouse on the dress because it's cute. I mean, that's fair. I don't genuinely understand how a lot of women's clothings work. Honestly, I don't understand how a lot of men's clothing work. I could barely wear a suit, chat. I wear t-shirts and jeans. I am a simple man, all right? I walk around in the Hank Hill fit, okay? And I'm perfectly fine with that. I rock that Hank Hill outfit, okay? Literally, blue jeans, white shirt. That's me for real, for real. Definitely not a fan. Like I said, I'm not judging. I'm not judging you or anyone that wears the revealing dresses. It's just one of those things where when you say I want to show off a dress, but I don't know how to not show off more than that, that is or can be a concern. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. We do strap chat. Of course, you don't have to roast me if you don't want to, but just curious if you would be able to roast people. I can definitely roast people. I tend not to because a roast is one of those things where you have to be like really comfortable with both yourself and your people, right? Because, like, I could say something that is, like, an obvious, like, feature of yourself that you might be, like, what's the word? Like, self-conscious of. And then, even if it was a joke, now you're like, oh, man, but now I'm thinking about how, you know, my face is a weird shape. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to do that to someone on accident. I don't want to accidentally curse them with knowledge, so to speak. Personally, don't like jeans. Most jeans feel like they're restricting your movement and you're enjoying your freedom of movement. That's why I like scrubs so much. But most places won't let me wear scrubs as my outfit. However, I will say this, Sacrifice, because this changed my world. Stretchy jeans. A technology that makes it look and feel like jeans, except for they stretch with you, so you could squat down without tearing out your asshole. Like, they are a fantastic thing. The stretchy jeans are my go-to. Not because I'm fat or anything like that, just because if I can't squat, you can ask Oob how flexible I am. Like, I could squat down and I could literally put my feet behind my head, like that sort of thing. And I want to be able to wear clothes that basically allow me to move however I want to move without feeling like I'm either going to pull my pants down or rip my crotch out. And stretchy jeans allow me to wear jeans without having to wear super baggy jeans, so I could still move that way. Stretch denim. Yeah, the stretch denim is a powerful, powerful material. The only downside to it is it does not have the durability that denim has. I have jeans, like literally, I have jeans that I've had since I was in high school that A, I still fit into, but B, that still aren't a rather tattered mess. Like, they're still whole. As opposed to the stretchy jeans, like, I have to buy a new pair like once a year at least. Like, they get holes in the pockets, specifically. The pockets where, like, I have keys or wallet or phone. Specifically my phone. You can see the outline of my phone by where it stretches the stretchy jean part out. Like, that is the part that wears it down fastest. If it weren't for that hole, I might be able to get, like, a year and a half out of stretchy jeans. But they're like, dirt cheap. And I say dirt cheap as in $40. But, like, still, it's still insane to me that a pair of jeans is $40. I hate it. Can I just go back to $10 jeans and $5 shirts? Where'd that era of time go? You can't curse you because you already cursed for your past. I mean, that's fair. For all intent purposes, YLYL is not Dunsparce. Fred understands why. YLYL and Dunsparce are literally, they don't even look alike. The only thing that is similar is the fact that they're both bug types. How? Oh, by the way, for all intent for YLYL is now Dunsparce. Oh, YLYL is okay. Got you. So I will be roasting Fret by saying, "Oh, that's a nice YLYL you have there," when they're clearly holding a Dunsparce. Wait, Dunsparce isn't a bug? Wait, you are capping right now. It's the flat yellowish one. Yeah, that's not a bug. That's BS. That's a bug. Screw you. That's a bug. That's bug AF if I've ever seen it. Yeah, you're right. It is normal type. I definitely thought that was a bug type. Okay. Dunsparce is normal. Yeah, it's just normal type, man. He's out there doing his normal ass thing. All right, it's normal type. Normal type Pokemon are weird. All right, chat. Are we committing to strap? Are we strapping it on? Or are we going with a do? Are we going with our safety word? Strap on or safety word? Which one is it, chat? There's nothing normal about that pokey thing. Boom, 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 boom. It's kind of more Weedle-esque than I thought. You always say strapped on? Alright, let's do it, chat. Oof. That hurt. We did get an A. I'm curious. A-D-E-I-U. We could still do a do. Alright, hear me out. Hear me out. By doing a do, we will get a lot of knowledge. We will get a lot of letters, and we will be able to find out whether the A is in the first spot. If the A is in the first spot, we pretty much know the word. It's not apple, though. Because the P is not there. There's no P. Hear me out. I think that the move is to move in with a do. What? It's not in the word list. What do you mean it's not in the word list? We've literally done it. Did I spell it wrong? Oh. No? That's definitely not right. Can you play with a word that is technically not a valid? No. On hard mode, we're on hard mode. So not only do you need to use all the hints, but you also cannot use the letters that aren't allowed, like the ones that you've ruled out. So you basically have to utilize all your hints. So we need to have A in the word somewhere, and we can't use these letters anymore on hard mode. How do I spell a do? How do I spell this word? A-do? A-dewey? A-dewey? That doesn't seem right, but it's technically a word. I think. It's not a word. What is the, how do you spell ado? We've done this before. We've played these games before. How do I ado, chat? Ado. A-D-I-E-U. A-D-I-E-U. Frickin' French. There we go. Oh. We have an E. We have an E and an A, and the A and the E are not in the first or fourth spot. This is useful information, though. We also don't have an I or a U. Okay. We could probably solve the word with this information alone. If not, we're probably down to like 10-ish words. Yeah, there could still be an O. What other like consonants do we have here? I was thinking like latte, but we can't use T. But something like that. No P, no laps. What do we do here, chat? I actually have a better idea for this. 1 second. We do this. There we go. What words can we even form with this? That's a good question. Laugh? No, we can't do laugh. We need an E. Lakes? We don't have an S. It's good that we ruled out S because that removes all of the plurals. Learn? No, there's no R's. Leak? Yeah, This is a stumpy one. This is the hard part, chat, is like once we actually get everything narrowed down, there's only so many words we could physically do. Leash, there's no A. There is an S, but there's no H, so leash fits, but no. Let's see. Meep. Meek. Leave. L-E-A-V-E. There could be two E's. I feel like at the very least this would tell us where the E is or the A. It's a solid word. And I don't see any other recommendations, so I think I'm going to take a chance on it. Do we just win with this one word, chat? I wonder, would both E's be yellow, or would only one be yellow if there's only one E in the word? Is B big brain? Is B big brain? Not big brain. Okay, there's only one E. And it's apparently not in the last spot, not in the second spot, and the A is not in the third spot. Interesting. All right, well, we don't have P or L. I'm thinking like cake at this point. Cake. The A would be there. The E can't be there, though. No, can't be that. Yeah, it's something AE, probably. But what words do we have left? Fe. The E could be in front. But what starts with an E? Chi? Chi. If the T was there, I'd say it could be cheat. Ch-ch-ch-chia. It could technically be no. Chats. Chase. No S. Champ, no. We need an E. We only have 3 guesses left, chat. This is a tough one. The A cannot be in the middle? Why specifically? Is there just like no 5-letter word that has an A directly in the middle? Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go off the assumption that it's A-E. So, bake. No, not baker. Not bakes. Not bagel? Wait, bagel? No, there's no L. Bene. Molto bene. Bames. May. No. Cake. There's nothing else that could be at the end of cake, though. And we can't have the E in the second spot. I'm stumped, chat. So we have to start thinking outside of the maybe. That? No, E is not in the last spot. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know how this works, because we have 2 E's in there. So it's saying it's not there. No, it would be green here if it was in the last spot. So it's not there. Yeah, it would be green. So it's not maybe. Maybe. Baby? That's not a word, right? That's barely letters. It can't be, right? Babble? No, the E can't be there. And we also can't L. Maybe I should have spelt my name like that. KB? No, the E can't be there. Cabe. I don't think that's a word. There might be 2 A's. Cabe. I don't think that's it, though. Cabic. Cane. Shake? Is shake a word? No, if there was a second E, this would be yellow. So it can't be cheek. This would be yellow if there were 2 E's. Cheeky. Checky. There's no A, though. There's no S. Cheap? There's no P. No, these are good. Good recommendations, just... Let's start working with, I don't know. We haven't put H in the first spot yet. Like heaps. Heel. No, we can't have A there, or E there. Hey... Hakel. Hag. Hag is technically a word. Hag. No, he won't be there. Hang. This isn't a word, right? Hangy. They're a good recommendation, but they actually suck. I know, right? No, like I like trying to think outside the box. Like even if the word, as long as we're using new words, we're allowing our brain to continue think in a different direction. So it's good. It's just not the answer, which is fine. You don't need to just jump directly to the answer. We just need a line of, we just need a line towards the answer, effectively. Hand. No D. Huh. Haggle, no. I really want to say it's like something like this. But we don't know that. We know the E is not in the last spot, the second spot, or the fourth spot. So it can only be here or here, which means the word either starts with an E, which, I mean, how many words start with E? I don't feel like a lot. Now 5-letter words at least. Let's rule out E as a starting word, right? Or a starting letter, I suppose. What words can we spell with what we have here? Emote? No, we can't do that. EH doesn't spell anything. EQ? I don't think I could spell anything with EQ. Like equine, maybe? But I can't use I. Or U. Equam. No. Earth and early. So I don't think EQ can spell anything. So let's do EU. I don't think we could spell anything. Ewok. I don't think EW is going to spell anything. M. So let's do... There's no second E. I don't think EY spells anything. Ayo. I don't think EO. A gaze? Oh, that might be good. Gaze? No, we wouldn't. That wouldn't work. We wouldn't have the second E, and the A can't be in the second spot. But still, I like the gumption. I like the gumption. I don't think we have enough letters to spell anything with E being in the beginning. A gape. We don't have a P. Agaze. There wouldn't be an E at the end either way. And we couldn't have the A there. Either way. Yeah. Either way, that's a double confirmation that it's not that. I think it's safe to say that the E is not in this spot. Because what else do we have left? F? We spell anything with F? Ek. Igj. Ik. M. N. No, engage. Engay. No, the A wouldn't be there anyway. So yeah, no, I think E has to be in this middle spot. So something E something. Ah, that's me. I'm in gay. In gay. I've engaged chat. Okay, well, let's see. It can't start with an A. Wake. The E has to be in the middle. Waco. I'm really struggling here, chat. Wave. I know, right? So we could try to find information, chat. We could technically see if the E is in the middle. Canoe, that's usually your starting word. C-A, that'll work so far. N-O-E, I mean, that isn't gonna be it, because the E can't be at the end. If we can get a word with the E in the middle, even if we know it's not the word, I would be okay with that, because it would tell us that it starts with an E. Then we pretty much know the answer from there. But it can't be canoe, and I don't think it will let us do it. Well, technically, we're using the E and the A. So this one's gray, so I don't think it'll stop us on hard mode. So we could technically do this, even though it will be a waste of a word effectively. Cane. Kayer keeps popping in your mind. Gayer. Gay. I would say like gray or something like that. Chat. Why is it so hard? Egads. It's not going to be egads. I know it's not. Probably because you're gay AF. The bias of the words. Bake. Chat. I'm struggling here. What is this word? Indeed, what is this word? Fey already is a sound that makes sense. But what other letters can finish this word effectively? If I could get Fey, or even anything AE, I would be happy with that because we can potentially find out if the A goes here and if the E goes here. Is there any word we can think of, chat, that has AE with the letters we have left? Any word. Fairy. Well, I don't think we can use that because the R is blocked out. Yeah. Fade. But we can't use it. The D. Fake. Fake. Fakey. That's definitely not a word. I'm so stumped right now, chat. I'm so stumped right now. All words you think have had E at the end? I think we could technically do E at the end because this one's not a hint. It's just a word that says it's not there. So I don't think hard mode would stop us from doing that. But it would obviously not be the correct answer, but we could still figure out these letters effectively. If AE is even correct here. A lot have an L too, yeah. Ruling out L, I think, was useful. Yeah, E and L will go well together. Just like ruling out L and ruling out S is powerful letters to know because you rule out a lot of words. Canoe is worth trying, but it won't tell us if the E is in the middle. I want a word that we can get an A and an E. It doesn't need to be Fey. But if we can get A and an E, that'll be worth sacrificing this because it will probably give us the answer. Gay. Geek. Gacky. Gay. Why did that get auto-modded? I'm going to allow it. I know. Why did that get auto-modded? Why is gay allowed to be said, but gay spelt differently is not? Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm so auto-mod confuses me so much sometimes. But gay did. Yeah, I have no idea, Bay. Baby, I'm sorry. You had the gay in my mind, so I said your name in the same way. Oh, there you go. Now my God's got clapped too. Chat, I'm broken. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I know, how dare you? How dare you be so homophobic? I can't believe you would say gay in my chat. How dare you inflict the gay upon us? We haven't started anything with O. It can't be, right? No, it definitely can't be because the A is here. But that's a word. You know what also gets blocked? What also gets blocked? Don't die, please. Oh, because die, please. I guess that makes sense. Because you're basically saying, like, go kill yourself, so to speak. I know. If it weren't for the fact that we knew the A can't be here, I would be like, this is the answer. It's just the answer. We would find out if the E is here, but I really don't want to waste it on just one letter. If we could figure out if the A is here and the E is here, I would feel like that's worth it. But it would rule out another vowel. And then a C and an N. I know it's not the word, but I'm trying to. I'm so broken right now. Used to call your dog a cow a lot because of her costume. It'd always get filtered in other streamers' chat for some reason. Some streamers do have like incredibly fine-tuned like what's its name? Like auto mod lists for themselves. Because I don't know, maybe in that instance of that specific streamer, someone was like insulting them by calling them fat or calling them a cow, so they made it a block term, so to speak. I could only assume, you know what I mean? I could only assume what weird things get auto-modded in other people's chats. You know what I mean? OEA. No, we know it's not that. I would need OAE, or I would need an AE. Chat, if we don't come up with a better solution, ocean might be the best we can do right now. We decided Automod just hated your little cow. No! He just hated your poor little cow. No, I mean, look at the placeholders. OEA? What do you mean, look at the placeholders? OEA? What do you mean? I'm so confused. I'm so absolutely confusion right now. It's worth a try, I guess. We only have 2 chances after that to know the word. And we know we're throwing this chance to, if anything, only give us 1 bit of information and rule out some letters. For all we know, it could tell us that O is in the word, or N is in the word, or C is in the word. Opera is the only word? Oh, wait 1 second. Oh, no, but it would be the same thing. Oh, we wouldn't be able... No, we wouldn't be able to... I don't think it'll let us do this because it's not using the... It's using used letters. But this would tell us if the A is at the end. No, I don't want to waste it on that. I think ocean would be better in that case because we would rule out more letters. Yeah, if we could get an A here in any word, I feel that that would be huge. But I think if we're going to waste a turn to gather information, that this here is the best way to gather information. Every single letter here will be a rule out, effectively, except for the A. What do you think, chat? Should we send it? Should we try it? We know it's not going to be the victory word, but it might give us another hint. Early is one? Oh, wait, can we do early? E-A-R-L-Y, but the L. I think ocean, because we also have another vowel we can rule out. I think ocean's the play right now, chat. What do we think? This could be the first time we lose a Wordle. This is the closest we've ever been to losing a Wordle. Go for it. All right. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's actually huge. It did start with an O, and E is in the middle, and we already knew A isn't there. What word starts with O? This has to be answer, right? There's only like one word left we can do now. O-B? O-M? O-X? Oxy? I don't think so. O-Q isn't a word. O-E? O-E? Owie? Omega? We technically haven't put an A in the last slot. That uses the A. E is there. M is not used. G is not used. It could be this word. It might only be able to be this word. However, if it's not this word, we might be cooked. I think it's worth it. At the very least, it'll tell us if the A is here. If the A is not there, the A has to be here. There's literally no place else for the A. I think it's worth it, chat. Do we send it? Do we send Omega? Do we go for the Omega Pog? Chat, everyone Pog if it's Omega. Send it? All right. Let's go! All right. Let's go! Wait, I think we have Omega Pog. Nope, we don't. I thought we had it. I thought we had Omega Pog. Wait, we don't have Omega Pog? Time out. Time out. I'm going to mute me before I hear me. We don't have Omega... No, we have Omega LOL. That's what we have. We have Omega LOL. We have Omega LOL. Where is it? Yeah, we have Omega LOL. Okay, Omega LOL in chat. Guys, let's see some Omega LOLs. Omega LOL. There we go. But we did it. Let's go. We did it. Let's go. Yeah, we're not winning any contests for that one, but we didn't lose. We didn't lose. Played 11, won 11. Win 100%. We win 100% of these, chat. And it was because of you, my gats. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's see what the bot thinks. We definitely didn't beat the bot this time. Read my analysis of today's Wordle. Let's see. 79 is, you know, not bad, but national average is apparently 86 for today. Luck, we were not lucky today, and we did it in 5 steps. Definitely not close to the apparently 4 steps that everyone else did it in. I'll gladly beat a bot. All right, I don't care. Just show me the things. So we started with Strap, and apparently Ado was the go-to one this time. Everyone started with Ado, and Plate was the second best starter. Then there were only, let's see, 38 left after Strap. Or after Ado, I suppose. And then with Leave, there were, okay, this is why we were struggling so hard, chat. There were only 2 words left. There were literally only 2 words, and Omega was one of them. So what was the other word? Leave? Like, what's the next word? Leech? And I guess this is where everyone figured out it was Omega on the first try. It took us 1 extra try. And then we got it. But some other people did not get it. So we still did good. We still won. That's all that matters. Our win streak is uncontested, chat. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And in fact, we've done this long enough that I've seen some of these boys grow up. So let's do a harvest. Let's do a quick harvest. We'll go to the top. Let's harvest some of these boys. And then we could do maybe Minecraftal, or should we wrap up stream for the night? It's about that time, chat. It's about that time. Do 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 do. Is there one under here? There is one under there. You there? Ah! I've been magnemited. I've been magnamit. I've been thoroughly magnetized. Megumi Makarda Mabata. Da 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 da. I saw you grow before my very eyes. We come back for you. And we come down for you. Boo 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 doo 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 doo. I do not want to accidentally hit the one behind it. And we got a coupler over here. And over here. And over there. And over there. And over there. And kill the bat. And continue harvesting crystals. I need my meth. Jesse, it's time to cook. That's the line, right? Look, I've seen Breaking Bad. I haven't. Jesse, I'm a quirked up white boy with a little bit of swag who's busting it down crystal meth style. That's a line in the show, right? That's a thing they say. I see some crystals over here. Crystals, crystals. We did not. We'll do that after. We'll do that after these because we got crystals to plant. We've got potatoes to plant from this stream and also from last stream, from Deltarune stream. Because obviously we didn't load up Potato World to plant crystals after a 6-hour-long boss fight where we wrapped up at like 10 o'clock at night. We'll come up here. Correct all of our guyos up here. Nya, nya, nya. Let me up, please. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Break you, break you, break you. Any more of you up here? No, break you, break you. Any more of you up here? You gotta go? Bye. No worries, Mike. You have a fantastic rest of your night, mate. Thank you for the gifted subs this stream and for helping us get the Omega. Let's get down here, break this one. And everything else we should be able to reach from the lower levels. Like that. Like that. Any around here? No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. See any more, chat? I see one right here. See one right here. See one right here. See a couple over here. See one right here. Delicious, delicious crystals. Alright, is that all of them? I think that's all of them, and we've collected all the blue lines. Alright. I see a few more of you have grown. We'll just grab them while we're here real quick. And then we'll go plant potatoes, and then we'll find someone to really raid for the day. There we go. Alright. There we go. Another nice chunk. Another nice chunk of amethyst for us. And you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and remove the glass from here. Just so we don't have to worry about it. And let's go upstairs, grab some sputteroonies. Did I ever complete? I did not, actually. Thank you for reminding me. Let's do that real quick. Boom, bow, bow. Let's see. Prediction. Do Patat have enough breakies to build up to the top? Choose the outcome. Wait, I want to see this distribution. Oh, I'm sorry for everyone that said yee. Oh, I'm sorry for everyone that said yee. I'm sorry for the 7,448 potato chips. But you know what? Everyone on the fail side have enough breakies to build to top. Everyone on the fail side just got a lot of potato chips. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, please. Okay, please. I'm sorry. But with that said, let's go plant our spuddies. Let's go plant our spuddies. How much did y'all get? That was a very lucrative gamba for some people. Some people just got many potato chips. Whee! Alright, let's get some spuds from storage. Stack should be more than enough, but we may as well grab a second stack just in case. Second stacky even. Put this away here for now. And then let's go find a spot to plant some spuds. Let's see, we got 19 to plant today. That's collective from last stream and this stream. Last minute, it's not still too late to plant your spuddies, chat. Let's see, where are we going? I think last time we were over here. So we could probably finish up this area. That is the point of the planting spuds, too, to help me grab spots that are spotty, so to speak. Spotty spud spots. Can I climb this mountain, though? That is the question. Do I want to start from all the way up there? Is the question. Like, I want to pick, like, a clear cutoff line. And I think that cutoff line's going to be right here. So if that's the case, let's start off with our 19. and we'll plant the rest. So let's see. For everyone that's planted a spud today, I will read out your names. And I'll read out the guys from also last stream. Let's see. So starting off with last stream, we have B, we have Sacrifice, we have Dank Fortress, we have Brev, we have Digidaw, we have Lab, we have Monkey, we have Kira, Hammer, OSR, Jordan, and then for today's stream, we have OSR, Sacrifice. Oh, wait. I threw an extra OSR in there. We have OSR, Sacrifice, Lab. We have Brev, we have Adea, we have Chicken, we have B, and we have Oob. So with that, I'm going to complete all of these. And we're going to plant the 19 spuds we has. Alright, let's planty spuddy. Me planty spuddy, me planty spuddy. So let's see, if this is the cutoff layer... I suppose this tree also should not exist. This is a chunky tree. Trying to see if there's going to be any spots of the tree that intersect ground, and it doesn't look like there are. So let's just choppy tree down and move on with our lives. One less tree that shouldn't be bathing in these fields. And then we could just go like this. There we go. Can I get up here? I didn't want to go that far up here. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I miss. Go down here. There we go. And that's the 19. And then we can just, I suppose we could just plant a few more. Just a few more. Just a wee bit more. Did you see Foxes blessed us with his present? Yo, let's go. Foxes are back. Let's go. Welcome back, Foxes, then. Did they have an excuse for their negligence? No, I'm just honestly make sure they're okay, mate. Didn't know. Avoiding child support, literally, because that's kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of hilarious. Let's see if we can get back up here. No, okay. Yeah, let's see. So I'm trying to think. There was a cut. I think it's right here, actually, chat. So see how I can't jump up this area to get up to the plateau anywhere I go? I think this was the actual cutoff I made when spawn proofing. So with that said, I actually want to do this. And draw this as the actual line, so that we could spawn proof everything that's beneath here. Horsey. There we go. I don't know if I need that to be spawn proof there. I don't think they can get to it. If I break this torch, is this lit up? It is not. So we'll make it lit up. Like that. There, now it is spawn proof without having the torch there. Without the torch, this area is still spawn proof. And you can't jump up here. But you could jump up here. Which means you could access all of this still. So let's also spawn proof that like that. But I don't think you can get to here without doing a jumpy maneuver like I just did. Otherwise you'd be able to access here. So yeah, up here is still safe. We don't need to worry about that. Everything down there that we've just potatoed is not safe, which is why it's been potatoed. If I break this torch, we still don't have any spawny areas. That's good. Could I break this torch? Not without putting some more spawn-proof stuff over here, chat. So I might need to grab a glow lichen, because I don't want to have any torches up on this plateau anymore. Now that we've got this area, like wardened off, so to speak, I want to get rid of all these torches, because I don't want to see them here. I see a chicken. But everything up here should be safe, because it's all part of our plateau. Is there anywhere else I can draw that line, so that for future Shrams, we know where we're planting, so to speak? Because up here is quote-unquote safe area. Up, this is spawnable. I don't think anything could get to it. Yeah, we can't get to the plateau from here, so it's still safe. But we will go ahead and do this, just to make sure. And here, And here, and is that this whole upper area? I think it is. Cause I don't feel like going places. Oops. I would like to get that one, if only for the sake of just getting it. Bam, bam, bam. Hello? Can I please get up a block? Thank you. I want to kind of just make a line here, even if I don't need to. Just so I know I don't need to go further up than this. Right? Like, it's definitely like we're good enough here. Oops. And then everything beneath this point gets potatoed. The cat cave. We still have the pussy caverns. I think we're good like that. So effectively, this is the line we're drawing in the sand. The proverbial sand. Which makes me want to just do these just for funsies. Maybe not that one, though. But maybe this corner. No, if I keep doing this, I'm going to go up the whole damn mountain. We're going to be at the plateau. I drew the line. I'm done there. That's where the line is. I'm not modifying the line. Pray that we don't modify it any further, chat. Which means, honestly, the probably wisest move for today's spuds is to just go around and make sure we see where our stopping point is, so to speak. Is that up there lit? I can't see this one block. It is. Oops, I didn't mean to break that. And then obviously that's, where's the cutoff up here then? Is it, because you could still walk up this. You could just walk up this. So all this has to be spawn-proofed. Wait. Is the plateau not as safe as I thought it was? Or did I spawn-proof lower than this? Because you could still walk up here. Did I spawn-proof, like, all the way down here? Like, I think I see where I made the cutoff. Like, right here. No, because look, something could still spawn here. Walk over here. Walk down here. I don't think you could turn this corner, though. But something could spawn here. Yeah, couldn't get anywhere from here, though. Could spawn here, but couldn't get anywhere from here. So I think this is where I originally made the cutoff. Because I don't see a way for anything to get up, besides, obviously, me. I mean, like a mob that's just pathfinding to get up in any way, any compatible way from this area here. But, like, there's a lot more spawn spaces up here than I originally thought. I mean, I'm not against having potatoes up in the safe space, so to speak. I just thought I sectioned it off a bit better than that. I don't know how we are on the Phantom cooldown, so I'm just going to sleep while it's nighttime. I'm actually surprised it let me sleep so close to our original zombie villager. How you doing there, Fred? Let's see. Anything that I can just walk to from here. So, like, all of these blocks. So I think this area here is where I cut it off. Because you can't get up to that from there, but you can get to this. No, then you can get from here to there. This looks like cut-offy. This might be the cutoff shot. Let me just mark it. Like this. Because this looks like where I had made a cutoff. No, because then you could just get up here. And then you can get up here. I think I'm just going to have to draw a proverbial line and just be okay with it. And then everything from that point down will be spawn-proofed anyway, so it won't matter. So let's just do... Hello? Oh. That's why I couldn't place one there. So let's just draw a line, like, I don't know, like over here? Right? Like, just right up to the, And then we could just whip the line out and around. Like this. And we'll just make everything from this point down potatoes. That'll be the cutoff line. Yee? Lily is currently begging for Doritos. You've created a monster. You have. You've addicted them to human food. Honestly, I guarantee you that dogs don't taste food. They smell it, and if it smells like drugs, then they swallow it. Like, so genuinely. Because, like, perfect example. Dog's all-time favorite treat. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a single dog turn their nose up to one of these. Pepperonis. Like, the beef jerky-looking snack. Every doggo just consumes those. And they smell good. Like, they smell like pepperoni. Like, they smell like a person should be able to eat them. They taste like nothing. They taste like cardboard. Yes, I've tried them before. I've tried actually many dog treats before. So I'm convinced that they just put all of the quality into the smell, and then once the dogs smell that it's food, they just swallow without thinking. Unless it specifically tastes bad, like alerts them, like, ooh, this is like poison flavored. They don't care what it tastes like after that point. Your grandpa gave her Captain Crunch too. I mean, that's just sugar. Honestly, I think the worst thing that might be in Doritos is they probably use like onion and garlic product, which is poisonous to dogs. But like the amount that they use it in is not enough that you have to worry. Don't let them eat entire bags worth or anything like that. And it's definitely not good for them to eat the crap weed because it's arguably not even good for us. But yeah. And the sodium content. You have to understand that it's high sodium for us. For them, that's like, that one chip is like a week's worth of sodium content for that dog. Because like the size, like the scale of it, you know what I mean? But yeah, like realistically, that's the most thing that's bad for doggos. But with that shot, I think it's time we find someone to heckin' really raid. So let me go ahead. We'll exit. Woo. We'll exit out a game here. And we will find someone to do a heckin' raid to. Let's see, who all is live right now? I will probably log back into Minecraft. I didn't mute myself. I'll probably log in Minecraft when we go out to get food, to grow crystals, and then harvest them when I get back. Just to get that much more crystal. But let's see, who all is live right now? I will take recommendations from peeps in chat, if peeps has recommendations. We played Minecraft today, so I want Minecraft. Preferably Minecraft. I think we recently raided Logan. I think last stream or stream before last? It was a few streams ago. They were speedrunning, I believe. Tibby Moth. I don't think we've raided Tibby in a hot minute, but they're also not Minecrafting right now. And I'm assuming, yeah, Robin and Tibby. Oh no, Robin's not playing with Tibby. Minecraft Melly. We haven't raided them for a hot minute. Mandolin is live again, but she has 45 viewers. What's our viewer count? 12? That's technically within parameters. Are they doing Minecrafty? Boop. They are doing Minecrafty. Let's see. Mandolin is unavailable. Check back later. What do you mean? Oh, I'm already following them. Wait. Oh, yeah, they're right here. I was like, wait a minute, I'm already following them. It's like I was going to drop them a follow. Let's see. We can leave them up here on the list. We could do a roulette. We haven't done a roulette in a minute.
Not that I have seen, no.
But let's see. Have we rated them before then? Let's see. Who else do we have here? This is way too high. Way too high. Down here. Down here's more of our area. All right. We have Very family though. Keep that in mind. I mean, that's fair. I'd like to think we're family friendly adjacent, right? Like, yeah, we might drop an F-bomb once in a blue moon. All right, look, we're not family friendly. Okay, we're advertiser friendly. But jokes aside, like, we're not the most raunchy channel that's out there, right? That time after Fred visited. That's right, that's right. Well, let's see, chat. We can do a Minecraft Melly, or we can do a mandolin.
An item in a copper chest can be picked up. If the copper golem is holding an item, it will look for nearby chests
what are we feeling,
to
chat?
try to place the item in.
What are we feeling?
Copper golem will look in chests and trapped chests to try to place the items.
I say we do this,
not
chat.
Barrels, not shelves, not choker.
I say we're going to do a mini roulette since it's a 50-50 split. I'm going to spin in the wheel. I'm not going to look. I'm going to close my eyes. And I'm going to count down, and then I'm going to let go. 3, 2, 1, go. And it landed on Melly. That's as fair a shake that I could possibly give, chat. That's a fair shake I could possibly give. And look, I mean, Melly does have the smaller viewership, and I do love supporting the smaller streamers. Give them a boost in morale. Like, even if it doesn't change anything, doesn't make them famous or anything like that. Just that little pep, you know what I mean? That little extra smile to make the day. It could mean the world to some people, right? And I don't know. It makes me feel happy inside, making other people feel happy inside. Even if it's just a tiny bit of happy. Yeah, just a little. A little love tap, exactly. Just a little love tap. So we haven't done it for a hot minute. Let's go ahead and raid Minecraft Melly. /raid Minecraft Melly. There we go, chat. And they just started. So we know they're not going to be wrapping up anytime soon, which I feel like, what was it, when we were raiding Ray, when they literally ended stream while we were doing our outro. So we don't have to worry about that. That's also quality assurance there. Make sure we're raiding to an actual active chat without us having to change targets in the middle. But with that said, chat, if you are just joining us now, we are wrapping up stream. But don't go anywhere. Stick around for the raid. Earn yourself some free potato chips in the process. And speaking of potato chips, if you've Ernie hanging out with us tonight, might I recommend? Unlock the Pogtato. We can spam some Pogtatos, spam some support for our fellow Twitch streamers. And if you like what you see, want to make sure you don't miss out on the next stream, consider dropping us a follow here on Twitch. You can also do !point socials in chat, gain access to our community Discord and Twitch. Twitter. That's the words. Twitter. We always announce when we go live there next. We stream every day that starts with a T at 3:30 CST. With that said, our next scheduled stream will be this Thursday. It will be the You Laugh, You Lose. There is still time for you to submit your funny videos. And hopefully mods have checked through them. And if you guys make me laugh, you will be rewarded this stram. So we will have to see, will you guys win? Or will I reign supreme once more? But you guys will have to tune in Thursday to find out. For today, thank you everyone for the outpouring of support. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for vibing. Thank you for chatting. You guys are all amazing. You're all fantastic. And most importantly, you're valid. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. So until next stream, later taters. Bye-bye.
Tuning out of starlight, the innocent lifetime flickers and flashes under a canvas. No, nobody seems worth it, while the feeling's sophisticated. The view is so restrained. The past is nearing closer and closer. This emptiness, it's just a blank slate, waiting for a painter to interfere. It's quite complex, but what I know